tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. No. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Damn. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda. Shooters on my left, that's gon' step at my leisure. I died and resurrected, bitch, but this is not Easter. I don't rap beef, little bitch, so this is not Easter. I don't duck shit, but off the goose, I might seek it. 2 bad hoes, I think one was Puerto Rican. A sock up on the door, so don't come in, we not decent. I'm rocking when I'm rolling, Motorola always beeping. Pockets full of poses, rolling doted, straight chiefin'. 5-pack of the woods just to keep the stress managed. People taking shots and they be shocked, it's no damage. Tell all of the thoughts up on my jock, I don't have it. Can't argue with my bitch because she only speaking Spanish. I hit the switch and push the whip like it was in the way. You talking shit but ain't no shit, so you just in the way. I'm taking risks, I pray to God that I don't die today. The talk is cheap, I got the heat just like the young D-Wade. She thinking memes, I told the bitch that she don't know D-Wade. I think it schemes the next routine gon' take a business day. She ride the dick and work her hips like it's for fitness aid. Plead the fifth and suck this dick, you ain't got shit to say. People run they lips so they trip like some acid. I can't fit into this fake world, I ain't plastic. Roll the backwood up and have them pissed, I ain't passing. Never had my dad, I'm just a saucy young bastard. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda.
Just give us 1 second, y'all. We'll be right there. We'll be right there. Just give us one moment.
You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda. Shooters on my left, that's gon' step at my leisure. I died and resurrected, bitch, but this is not Easter. I don't rap beef, little bitch, so this is not Easter. I don't duck shit, but off the goose, I might seek it. 2 bad hoes, I think one was Puerto Rican. A sock up on the door, so don't come in, we not decent. I'm rocking when I'm rolling, Motorola always beeping. Pockets full of poses, rolling doted, straight chiefin'. 5-pack of the woods just to keep the stress managed. People taking shots and they be shocked, it's no damage. Tell all of the thoughts up on my jock, I don't have it. Can't argue with my bitch because she only speaking Spanish. I hit the switch and push the whip like it was in the way. You talking shit but ain't no shit, so you just in the way. I'm taking risks, I pray to God that I don't die today. The talk is cheap, I got the heat just like the young D-Wade. She thinking memes, I told the bitch that she don't know D-Wade. I think it schemes the next routine gon' take a business day. She ride the dick and work her hips like it's for fitness aid. Plead the fifth and suck this dick, you ain't got shit to say. People run they lips so they trip like some acid. I can't fit into this fake world, I ain't plastic. Roll the backwood up and have them pissed, I ain't passing. Never had my dad, I'm just a saucy young bastard. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water.
Stop playing with these niggas.
Switch and getting loose. Flip the script, hey. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch, cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda. Shooters on my left, that's gon' step at my leisure. I died and resurrected, bitch, but this is not Easter. I don't rap beef, little bitch, so this is not Easter. I don't duck shit, but off the goose, I might seek it. 2 bad hoes, I think one was Puerto Rican. A sock up on the door, so don't come in, we not decent. I'm rocking when I'm rolling, Motorola always beeping. Pockets full of poses, rolling doted, straight chiefing. 5-pack of the woods just to keep the stress managed. People taking shots and they be shocked, it's no damage. Tell all of the thoughts up on my jock, I don't have it. Can't argue with my bitch because she only speaking Spanish. I hit the switch and push the whip like it was in the way. You talking shit but ain't no shit, so you just in the way. I'm taking risks, I pray to God that I don't die today. The talk is cheap, I got the heat just like the young D-Wade. She thinking memes, I told the bitch that she don't know D-Wade. I think it schemes the next routine gon' take her business day. She ride the dick and work her hips like it's for fitness, ayy. Plead the fifth and suck this dick, you ain't got shit to say. People run they lips so they trip like some acid. I can't fit into this fake world, I ain't plastic. Roll the backwood up and have them pissed, I ain't passing. Never had my dad, I'm just a saucy young bastard. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick with the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda.
Stop playing with these niggas.
Switch it, getting loose. Flip the script, hey. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda. Shooters on my left, that's gon' step at my leisure. I died and resurrected, bitch, but this is not Easter. I don't ride beef, little bitch, so this is not ether. I don't duck shit, but off the goose I might seek it. Two bad hoes, I think one was Puerto Rican. A sock up on the door, so don't come in, we not decent. I'm rocking when I'm rolling, Motorola always beeping. Pockets full of poses, rolling doted, straight chiefing. 5-pack of the woods just to keep the stress managed. People taking shots and they be shocked, it's no damage. Tell all of the thoughts up on my jock, I don't have it. Can't argue with my bitch because she only speaking Spanish. I hit the switch and push the whip like it was in the way. You talking shit but ain't no shit, so you just in the way. I'm taking risks, I pray to God that I don't die today. The talk is cheap, I got the heat just like the young D-Wade. She thinking memes, I told the bitch that she don't know D-Wade. I think it schemes the next routine gon' take her business day. She ride the dick and work her hips like it's for fitness, ayy. Plead the fifth and suck this dick, you ain't got shit to say. People run they lips so they trip like some acid. I can't fit into this fake world, I ain't plastic. Roll the backwood up and have them pissed, I ain't passing. Never had my dad, I'm just a saucy young bastard. You can't tell me shit, little bitch, so don't bother. You fucked it off, I cut you off, now that's a done dollar. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a dog like Goddard. Quick to whip the stick and disappear like Harry Potter. He think he heated up, ain't that a bitch cause I'm hotter. He ain't got no heart and he ain't got no honor. That guppy won't survive in the water with piranhas. Killers on my team with M16s like Uganda.
Oh, no, yeah, bring it back up. All right, yo, what's good, y'all? What's good? T.L.A Podcast, best platform in the world. Your host, Pranaby One, is here with some special guests. We got Jay Nimbus.
Special guest.
We got the boy Jay Nimbus, and we got J Dude in here.
J Dude.
You know, I got him on camera.
Classic.
Ooh, we got him on camera. All right. Okay, y'all. So today, you know, this is gonna be fucking normal episode. I'm about to roll up and shit like that.
I ain't gonna lie, Kel.
Music stuff. What's good?
Your setup hard as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Okay, appreciate it.
Niggas need to know.
Hey,
niggas need to know.
Hey, I
And
appreciate it, my guy.
and you can change
appreciate it, my
him.
guy. I
Y'all see this
appreciate it, my
nigga,
guy.
bro?
How you feel about it, Jay?
Yo.
How you feel about it, Jay Nam? Jay Nam?
Hey, that shit dope. But hey, special announcement.
Ooh, special announcement. What's up?
Special announcement. You already know this because we talked about this.
All right, what's up?
Local Artisan will have a new. What is the person? Was it?
I guess you're gonna be our new sound guy. And
Sound, yeah, the sound guy.
camera
Yes, yes.
Yes, Jay Nippers is now our new sound
T.L.A
guy.
Clap it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. New member.
New member.
So when it comes to that, I will also be putting his information, all the descriptions and stuff like that for when we
And
go
I am a
live.
streamer too.
Yes,
YouTube.
and he'll also be doing the sound stuff for me whenever I do the interviews. So, and I will say, I'd say the next interview,
Your shit like so symmetrical and everything. Like,
because
you
it's
really,
low key because the phone. It's because the phone.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you really do not be playing.
Hey, shit, hey.
I'm talking about just
Hey,
this,
you heard it. You heard it from him yourself, y'all. I don't
My
play.
nigga,
you
he
know the
does
boy
not
don't play around here,
bro. All right,
right.
I'm lucky to be here, y'all. I'm grateful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Grateful.
So, all right. So I'm gonna start rolling up. So, first topic I wanted to bring to y'all today. Me and Alex talked about this when 2 nights ago, not last night, but 2 nights ago. We had a talk after my cousin Bobby, shout out him, he came through and stuff like that.
Shout out Bobby.
We were live. We were live on my my Facebook stream actually, which I have not done in a long time, which y'all know.
Yeah. So what made you do Facebook stream, by the
I
way?
just haven't done it in a minute.
You
I
just
swear
want
you
to
wasn't
hop back
fucking
on it?
Okay,
Yeah, just like I ain't been on it in a while, so I might as well hop back
I thought
on
you
it.
weren't fucking with it.
I'm not.
All right.
So I just wanted to do that to see if
Anything changed?
my people from the Facebook would still come through. And
Oh,
shit
okay,
like
okay,
that,
okay.
You know, just test some shit. And
You probably got better Twitch people.
yeah. So when it comes to shout out J Dude for being in the chat last night.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out for me,
Cash,
you know what I'm saying?
Cash Mania too.
I was there. And shout out Cash Mania
You
too.
was
Yes.
live last night?
Yeah,
He was.
Not last night.
While I was driving.
What was it? Well, I'm live like what? 1 o'clock?
12
Yeah, like 12:01. Yeah, 12:01. That's why.
You was yesterday or the other day?
Mhm.
I saw the message. You was already.
Yup.
Oh,
I seen
yeah.
it. I was like, all right, let me tap in.
So yeah, like, I was on. What? I think I just did some reactions to play some video games, but. The day before that, my cousin came through and we played. It's funny because we didn't even play 2K on stream. We played 3 games before I turned the stream on, and then we were gonna play while we were on stream. But then we ended up just getting into a whole full-fledged conversation, and which led on for 2 extra hours.
So was that your cousin that was here the other day?
One with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all was arguing about basketball?
Yeah, that's my cousin Bobby.
Okay, because
Which he was pissing me off about.
Hey, I was hearing your conversations.
Kel do not-
Hey, I was hearing
You
your
really
conversations,
going in.
and I was low key about to have my 2 cents in
Hey, let me know what you was gonna say.
because you was making sense because he was like you was talking about basketball and like what do you say like niggas get fights and all this other thing.
Yeah,
and you didn't want to see that.
what?
And I was finna say like, did you forget that Shaq and Charles Barkley got into a fight too, and like Charles Barkley slammed that nigga? Well, Scoop slammed him, didn't really pick him up, but like
Charles Barkley don't want it with Charles, whatever that one nigga name is.
Draymond?
That's another.
Draymond.
In Barkley's time period, nigga that boxed anybody, but his name is Charles. He another Charles. I don't know what his last
Charles
name
Oakley?
is. It might be him.
Is it Charles Oakley?
It's the
We
nigga
have to-
that because Barkley done got his
You-
ass
you-
beat.
That's
I
your
didn't know. I didn't know.
This is
I got you.
this is
Slide back like a little.
this is that person's job.
I have a phone, so I don't know what y'all looking
I'm
at.
sorry, J Dude's not tech savvy. Don't get mad at me because you're not tech savvy. Is it Charles Oakley?
Just look him up right here. Because I can also show them what you like to look up.
Oh, for real?
But
I
I saw,
here. I'm finna show y'all what we finna look up real quick. Hold on.
but I was hearing a couple things that y'all was saying, and the conversation I heard was
Part of that conversation annoyed the fuck out of me, bro.
it was like y'all talking about like fighting in basketball, and I didn't.
He was trying to say that the NBA is way softer now than it was back then.
It is.
It's not, bro.
It is.
It's not, bro.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not,
It
bro.
is.
It's not.
The way that they treat LeBron, it is.
You're talking about one person.
But
Nigga,
I'm saying he's the
nigga,
star
it was
of
the same
he's
thing
the
with Michael.
star of
Nobody
the whole
picked
league.
fights with Michael back when he was in his prime.
All right, so
Dennis Rodman.
Nigga, Dennis Rodman is his teammate. That's different.
No, I'm talking
If my
about
teammate complaining about what I'm doing.
I'm talking
Hold
I'm talking about when he was on the Pistons. The only nigga that was
Dennis Rodman.
The only nigga bringing heat to the Bulls. Also, I'm here. I'm gonna show y'all this shit. Is Dennis Rodman?
How is it softer?
I'm talking about him, not him like saying I'm gonna beat ass when it comes to
no
the
tough
Bulls.
on them niggas.
Okay, tough
I
on
feel
who? Because Michael was still running the team.
He was still running the team, but the nigga still need the whole team.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You're talking about running shit. Dennis wasn't. You said Dennis Rodman, right?
Yeah, you said Dennis
wasn't running
Rodman.
Shit.
He was the hardest nigga on the Pistons.
He was the hardest nigga on the Pistons. When he got to the Bulls, he was shutting his dumb ass up and let Michael have that ball.
But they still needed him on there.
Oh, Michael, yeah.
They still needed him on there.
Michael chose to have him on here.
Michael chose to have him on there, but Michael also chose to keep him on there, though.
Okay, but that's what I'm
because
saying,
they know that he got potential. So
okay,
Dennis Rodman is.
What does that have to do about that nigga being tough when it comes to me?
We got away from it. We got away from the entire question.
How many fights
against them niggas? He showed them niggas like
if
the
Pistons
is nothing to fuck with.
If we talking about anybody, you need to be talking about Ron Artest, a.k.a. Meta World Peace. Because he was the real nigga actually with the bullshit in the NBA or Gilbert Arenas.
And not bullshit meaning that he can bitch you on the court as in he can cross you up, he can show you up. No. If you put a hand on him, he's swinging on you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dennis Rodman was not doing that.
Dennis was
Dennis Rodman was a dangerous man when it came to him being a power forward. When it came to him being a power forward, he was
okay, fine. Maybe he wasn't a violent motherfucker on the court.
Putting hands on him, he's not fighting.
I bet you he is. I bet you $1 million
he is.
Right
now, Dennis Rodman fighting somebody in the NBA.
Right.
I bet you there's only one.
Even if there is one, and that's enough.
That's why I said when you're. No, it's not.
How is one not enough?
Almost everybody.
Because you just said that he didn't even have one.
Almost everybody now in the NBA has one fight. Even Stephen Curry almost has one fight that he got into.
You said almost.
Almost.
Dennis Rodman
never
almost threw hands with nobody on the court. He wasn't boxing nobody on the court. He would have been kicked off the team.
Speaking of boxing,
kicked off the team.
Yes, he would have.
Why? They need him.
That's a penalty. If you actually
suspended,
on
the bench. Now, you said kick off the team.
If you fight, you get fined, and you get you have to pay a fine and all the other shit. And you might not. You
don't play if you get fined.
You get suspended.
Team, but you get suspended. You don't play.
And you have to pay like a
okay. Then
$100K
at that point,
fine.
You're basically kicked off the team at that point. So when it comes to Dennis Rodman, he never actually threw hands.
Do you think any of us will look back in our lives and regret the things we didn't buy?
Yo, hold on, wait. Pause everything.
Are we playing?
Because that's all that they talked about during the fucking Michael Jordan documentary. It was like, this nigga, they showed him on the opposite team going against the Bulls. This nigga was the Heat. He was the Sparta. Like, he's that nigga, bro.
Hold on. All right, chat, give me a second. Hold on. Just so I can show y'all what's happening on the screen.
And that fucking mouse is dope as hell.
Thank you.
It's like a rolling tank.
See this?
What about it?
They can see what we are watching on the screen.
Yeah, my bad.
What?
This is what's going on. Right.
They can see what we watch on the screen.
Wait, this on YouTube?
Yeah.
You're live.
Why you go on YouTube? You do that?
I only stream the Local Artisan on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, because it's mainly a YouTube channel. So.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You didn't know that?
You should have been knowing.
I thought you were Twitch and multiple platforms.
Oh
for
no!
that.
When it comes to
But
Local Artisan,
YouTube.
Local Artisan, I only stream on YouTube.
Okay, I didn't know that. Because usually when I see YouTube shit, not like I see YouTube shit, but I always think of it as clips usually.
No, I feel.
But you got the whole thing on there.
All right, chat. Hold on. Give me a second. I should. I already know. I should have done this before I started. Shut up. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Them niggas know.
If they love you, they'll wait.
For real. Said, take your break. Go to the bathroom, y'all.
Get some popcorn. Get some
water.
Get some breakfast. It is
Make
early.
Sure you stay hydrated in this motherfucker, man.
Get you a granola bar.
Flood Pros. Interesting. Somebody got Flood Pros on their car.
Bro, why?
I hope they own that.
That's that Midwest weather. It's hot and cold in this bitch.
Hot and cold in this bitch. That's that Midwest weather. I hate when that should be playing.
What the fuck is going on?
What you looking for?
Oh.
Okay.
I was about to get pissed off.
had to put that back. You like the origin round?
It's kind of what the logo.
No, I feel you. I didn't know. I was just wondering. That's kind of cool. I mean,
all right. So, what Jay Dude is about to show us right now?
It's fights.
He's about to click it on the middle screen.
Huh?
Play it on the middle screen because that's what it's actually playing from. All right.
Yeah.
So what he's about to show us is he's about to show a fight that Dennis Rodman got in the 80s, in the 90s when he was playing for the Pistons. All right, let's
It might not be the Pistons.
Full screen it.
Let me do Piston fights. I'm sorry.
Who did he get to a fight?
This one got a compilation.
The fact that you have to,
No.
I have to go to the Pistons to find a fight. I have to go to what are you talking about? That just shows that he wasn't like that.
Dennis
Rodman was not like
Dennis
that.
Rodman even get into a fight like that?
No! You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't get into fights like that. Dennis Rodman got into one fight, just like how almost everybody else has in the NBA.
Against who, though?
I guess while he was on the Pistons against somebody. Okay, here, my bad. I'm about to, here, let me see. I just need to see the mouse real quick.
Oh, did I turn it off?
No, I'm about to have them hear it.
I wanted to give them closed captions.
And win a ball game, not to go out there and be friends with Joe and everybody on the court. That's after the game. You know, my job is to go out there and try to beat those guys.
Nigga, you I don't know. What the fuck? Sound guy? That ain't me. I
don't
know what the fuck I'm doing.
Just use this to turn it up.
Oh, alright.
I'm gonna be ready to rock and roll.
Niggas need instructions in this motherfucker, man.
That's why I'm controlling the scenes, and he's doing that. All right, so layup, okay.
Okay.
Talking shit,
Beat his
okay.
stupid ass.
So what's going on?
Nimbus, what the fuck we watching? What the fuck are we watching?
This looks
What the fuck are we watching?
Is he about to do something?
The nigga pointed and he walked away. That's a fight?
Here's a chance for our folks at home.
Is that Patrick Ewing?
Watch Bill Lambert. He's got Rodman underneath, and obviously Dennis feels he's being held. But when you have Bill
Okay,
Lambert in
but
this
what fight
situation,
happened?
I don't see a fight.
scenario that he
What?
I don't know, nigga.
Okay, so stop it and turn it off.
Say what?
Pause it.
Hey,
Pause it.
Since we're
Press
talking
the space bar.
Since we're talking about NBA fights.
Space bar.
Since we're talking about NBA fights.
Nigga, press the space bar, nigga.
This video still keep
You gotta
going.
click. Okay, then click on it then.
This video keep going.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say something real
Bro.
quick. I'm gonna say something real quick.
Bro.
I'm gonna cut
Bro,
real quick.
what the
Real
fuck
quick.
did we just watch?
Real quick. If we're talking about fights, I'm gonna say one fight that
Bro, come
That
on,
is
bro.
a-
That wasn't even a fight.
we're going to talk about. It's the fight that fucked up Jermaine O'Neal from getting a ring.
Okay, close that out. Close that out because it's making the camera slow.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm not an
exit that
NBA
whole
guy.
thing. Just exit that whole thing out. Exit that whole thing out.
I'm gonna
From
say.
what I know, I just went off of the documentary.
The
Documentary that Michael had, and it was talking all the good shit about Dennis Rodman, and they painted him as a fierce warrior, and he is.
Just because he's a fierce warrior don't mean he fighting.
I feel like that nigga a boxing nigga.
But he didn't though.
Shit, we ain't watch the rest of the video.
He didn't though.
Whatever name. Charles Oakley versus Charles Barkley.
I'm
I
gonna say
think
one
that's still a thing.
One thing we talking about fights. I'm gonna say the one fight that fucked up Jermaine O'Neal from getting the ring. If you
What
don't
fight?
know about the Pistons versus the Warriors,
Oh yeah.
that
I know
fight,
what you're talking about,
that
Let me roll this up, y'all.
that fight was the one for the one series that whoever wins this series is going to win the championship. And I believe it was the final game. I think Game 7. And the story that I heard that I think it was Gilbert Arenas. Fact check me because I'm not 100%. One of the people said you can get that foul now. So
Hey, bro, and that's what I'm saying.
like they got to fighting, and that fucked up the game for them to win because they lost after that because people got put out of the game. And that was the game that would have took them to the championships. So,
we sound good, baby. We can
so all I can say is, sometimes fighting in the NBA can fuck up getting the ring. So I wouldn't always recommend getting to a fight, but they didn't give a fuck back in the 90s.
I don't recommend it all because it's not good basketball.
That is true.
I feel like fights are a part of it though. Like
No.
This isn't hockey.
This isn't hockey. This
Not-
ain't
not-
one.
not
This
like
ain't
a-
street
not
ball.
like a part of the game, but a part of the like animosity. Like
No.
The dick swinging contest at that point. No one wants to watch that. It's not entertaining basketball.
No.
I guess.
That's why. Okay. Again, this is why. When
To me, I compare a fight within basketball like a crash within NASCAR. You want to see that shit.
No, you don't.
No,
I don't want
that
to.
person could possibly die.
I don't want to see a fight in
Nobody cares.
in
No,
basketball.
people care like that. I thought niggas didn't care. Like if I was watching
I would wanna
NASCAR,
see
I
a-
want to see somebody just boom, boom, blah, blah, blah,
I want to see no
blah,
crash.
blah, blah, blah,
Crazy
blah,
ass
blah.
nigga.
I would not want to see that.
Okay.
Jay dude going crazy ass.
I guess I'm
That nigga
by
on the
myself.
Yeah, like why would I want to see somebody crash? Like like that's fucked up.
I want to see him win. I don't want to see him crash. I want to see him win.
Especially the person I'm rooting for. I'm like, yeah, fam, you was in 25th place. now
Sorry,
you
I
in
was never
second.
attached to sports like that, guys.
So
never attached to real competition.
So you
like
want
that.
in football? You want to see somebody get fucked up?
I don't even have a team. I want to see somebody get fucked up.
I
mean,
don't.
I don't. That's like one of the only places I don't, but because it's real. Or soccer, that's real. But NASCAR, like, I don't give a fuck. There's nobody on that team.
What about
And,
hockey? You want to see a fight in hockey?
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I'm fine with it. I expect a fight. Just like in basketball, I will expect a fight before I expect a fight. No, you might expect a fight in football first. Oh.
I mean, so all right.
I'm sorry.
All
I'm
I'm
not
saying- all I'm
entertained
gonna
by the
say-
sports world.
All I'm gonna say is that when it comes to basketball, since that's what we're talking about right now, right?
Yes.
When it comes to basketball, because this is basically what my cousin said. He's like almost like, oh, niggas was fighting all the time. Nigga, almost every game there was a fight. It was like, no. Because I bet you if there was a fight every 5 minutes to the point where they had to stop the game, calm these niggas down, and keep the game going, everybody would fucking leave before the third quarter.
That's the conversation I tried to talk. And no, that's not true because yes, there was more, I say animosity and tension because there were less rules.
Yeah,
in the
I will agree with that. Yes,
in the older NBA, but there was not fights. They could do a lot of shoulder checks, a lot of elbows,
a
lot of
it's
checking
the early
you.
stages of the NBA. So
Yeah,
obviously,
like that was more often that you saw. That's what J Dude said. That it's softer now. That's what people say because like
they fucking hate hearing that. Bro.
But they could do a lot more. You
niggas
could
will say that because Stephen Curry can run around the court and sink a three and
you
shit.
would
So that's
see
Stephen fucking
you
Curry.
would
No
see
one else
somebody
can do that.
grab the ball and just check somebody in the chest.
Which people still do.
Still do, but it was a lot
they?
more.
Yes,
When was
LeBron
the last
does
time
that
he did?
almost every time.
Yeah.
Nigga, I swear Ja Morant got pulled from the air when this nigga tried to dunk on somebody.
Oh, you talking about the one where he dunked and he got kind of
No, yeah, LeBron caught him in midair and pulled his ass down. He ain't trying to get dunked on by a 22-year-old boy.
That's
The
not the
fuck?
that's not the one I'm talking about. Another one where he blocked him, but he like
LeBron, a
Like
funny motherfucker.
connected arm, whatever.
kind of
so
connected arm and like he like fell back, like almost damn near hit his head.
Well,
on the floor.
was that the Mavericks game?
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, okay, I didn't know it was a white dude, wasn't
It
it?
was a white dude, and he
Yeah.
came up, and
So,
he kind of caught his arm, and you saw him like
Yeah, and John Morant fell to the floor.
And
I was saying, bro,
that could have gave John
nigga-
Morant a concussion.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. You telling me that niggas are pussies now, bro? Niggas are doing shit that can give niggas concussions now, like trapping arms when niggas are going up for fucking dunks
imagine
and
you
shit.
going up for a dunk, and somebody like grab your
talking about,
arm,
man?
and you swing back and knock your head against the pavement or the court.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
That could
bro?
eventually like give you brain damage.
Like, nigga. And I'd also say the street scene is
I
way
didn't even think
also more
about it like
physical
that.
than it was back then. Now, street ball, yeah, when Hot Sauce and all them were coming out and shit, there niggas was getting it. But right now, boy, brawls break out at basketball courts now. So I don't want to hear shit about.
I haven't seen-
basketballs.
I haven't
basketball
seen,
players being soft. Shut the fuck up.
I haven't seen new street ball.
I'm just talking about like park basketball, like Devontae Frigga pulling up somewhere, or Nick Briz pulling up somewhere, or like
So there's a random nigga
Wallace
pulling.
Light pulling up somewhere, or
Just
something
pulling
like
up
that.
and just having a game.
Yeah, like those niggas, like Ball is Life, White Iverson, the short white dude that
Yeah,
be
the short
balling,
white-
that's real street ball. That's niggas really getting cooked and served up, and even those niggas be having brawls pop out on the court. Back in the day, I bet you niggas was not brawls weren't happening on basketball courts back then like that.
Cause
Because,
niggas,
like-
one thing I can say, niggas is sensitive now.
Yeah, but
Like-
see, no, but that's the thing though. I would say like technically they were more sensitive back then if there were more fights happening. Supposedly.
But I feel like more fights.
That niggas were back then more sensitive than
But
niggas
for
now.
now, I say it's be more sensitive now. Like street ball, if you nigga get crossed up and they break your ankles, it's like, oh, nigga broke your ankles.
Yeah.
Niggas get salty in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, hot sauce cross you up, you might just take it what it is. Like
Not true.
You don't think
Because
so?
I would say right now, when it comes to the YouTubers that be pulling up to all these courts,
I'm talking about like that's now. I'm talking about back then.
But aren't you comparing now to then?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to if a kid, all right, let's say hot sauce now, were to go to a court right now and shake up a nigga. Out of all the videos I've seen in the last 2 years of hot sauce actually doing that, niggas don't care because they know who they're going to go up against. They're going against hot sauce, who's been the king of street ball for the last 6 to 7 years, no, 20 years almost. That's what I'm saying. Like, that nigga's been the king of street ball for a very long time. But back then, when he was firstly making a name for himself, when, like, you see this nigga with baggy-ass shorts, a big-ass T-shirt, and a headband that's red, pull up on the court, you be like, who the fuck is this nigga? And it's like,
who?
Coming in hot sauce. You be like, hot sauce? Who the fuck is this nigga?
I'm
like,
gonna ball this little nigga up.
I'm gonna ball this nigga. This nigga ain't shit. I'm gonna ball this nigga up. Then he come in, and this nigga take your ankle 17 times in the span of 10 minutes.
I give you that.
You gonna end up feeling some way that after this game, you might step up to that nigga and be like, hey, bro, you might think you all that, but you ain't shit, nigga. Like, this hot sauce shit you be doing, you ain't shit, nigga. But now, if a nigga were to get crossed up by him now, they know who they're getting crossed up against because it's hot sauce.
Okay,
So they ain't gonna be salty about it because
let me ask you a question.
Hot sauce, that just makes sense to eat.
Let me ask you a question. So, if a person has a name, would they be more willing to take that L because they have a name for themselves in the basketball community? So it's a random person. Say, we're not going to say no name, random Joe Schmo. But you know that nigga.
Average Joe.
But he know, you know him in the neighborhood. That nigga can, when he needs to.
So he has a neighborhood name.
We're just an example.
Okay.
Just example. We're just going to do neighborhood name.
Okay.
And it's like you run up on him. You see him in the neighborhood. You saw he run up and let me get a game. And you get done up.
Okay.
Would you be willing more to accept that L because you know who that person is?
Yes.
And
that has to go with what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that
was the question I was asking.
If you're getting crossed up by the neighborhood demigod, he's
the
neighborhood demigod for a reason. Like, everyone knows him as the neighborhood demigod. That's why no one plays against him.
And you was like, I'm just gonna run a little game, and then he
and then he eat your shit and leave your shoes on the court perfectly similar. And you out them bitches.
Your shoes and you in your socks. I have to
take that L. I have to because I'm never gonna win.
Exactly, but if you got done up by a random like, hey yo, can I hop in, nigga? Would you feel some type of way?
Yes,
if you didn't know him.
Because at that point, if a regular Joe, because if I'm also a regular Joe Schmo going against another regular Joe Schmo, that might be a lucky win. You know, that might be a lucky win. Every dog has his day.
Exactly.
So at that point, I'm just gonna challenge you again. Be like, all right, nigga, you won this game bet. Best 2 out of 3, run that back then. And y'all run it back and you win. So y'all got to run a third game to see who actually wins out of this. So at that point, you can see that y'all are equally matched. So whoever wins this last game, that comes down to pure skill. Now, if you lose that, you really can't do anything because that just shows how much better he is than you.
He showed you that he was the better man.
Exactly. So at that point, you really can't do anything. Like, you can get butthurt, but you're only really gonna be butthurt for like a minute, being like, "Hey, nigga, no, fuck that nigga." Like, no,
but
then you really ain't gonna grab no strap and come back and shoot a nigga. Like,
and the top of that, you only really butthurt because other niggas saw you get your ass beat.
Now, if niggas are instigating,
that's a different story.
Like, you came with your whole crew, and a nigga called you out from your whole crew, and he do your ass up in front of your whole crew, and now you getting joked on. Now a nigga might want to fight you.
Now it's a different story.
Yeah, now a nigga might actually want to throw hands.
Because now you did like.
Because now he got to worry about his whole group of niggas clowning him every day on getting dunked on or shot on or laid up on.
Because it's like you like, oh, you disrespecting my manhood. Now I gotta.
Not even that. You disrespected me in front of my niggas. If my niggas weren't here, I wouldn't have cared.
That's your manhood right there, basically.
I wouldn't say that's your manhood. I would say that's your team card getting pulled.
I'll give you that.
Because if you know that you with a full of a team full of elite ass niggas, especially at the sport that y'all play.
So like, especially if you got like a group of hoopers.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a group full of niggas in the sport, that you know that you all good at.
Yeah.
But But you only know that you're good because you with a team full of good niggas.
So you're not the greatest, but you're able to be
great because you're on a team full of greats. So let's say if that not great nigga on the team gets called out on a 1-on-1, and now that nigga that called him out is shaking his ass up, breaking his ankles, shooting threes on him like he Curry, laying his ass up like he Derrick Rose, that would just show you that he's the weakest link out this whole team.
And what it would go to mentally, that person, because you know your team, like, yo, bro, what the shit that you was doing the other day? It might fuck with your mental, so that's going to fuck your game up even more if you're not, like, able to drown that shit out.
And that's the goal, what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to that, like, you can, you're only good because you're on a team full of good niggas. But once you get taken off that team full of good niggas, and that's like, your team already know you bad. That's why this team just got formed. That's why you have this team. True. You're not good. So you need a team full of other good niggas to help your team flourish.
Like, you just might have a cold 3.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like or you just know how to be a good support
teammate.
Like,
you play good defense or something like that. You have one thing that you're good at that the team can work around. But I agree with you saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why everybody gets on Jordan for him needing Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman to win all his rings.
But he needed them though.
But that's what I'm saying. But when it comes to Jordan can stand alone by himself.
He can.
He's Jordan. But when it comes to him, obviously he can't play basketball against 7 niggas on the court by himself.
Oh, exactly.
So he's gonna need good players with him. That's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to Jordan,
I'm gonna bring up a discussion. We're gonna talk about this. Everybody talks about Kobe, MJ, and LeBron. Let's talk about what no one ever talks about, their standalone feats. What can they do by themselves?
They've shown what they can do by themselves.
Then let me finish. And then what they show what they do by themselves. Who is the best standalone player? We're not talking GOAT. We're not talking that. As a standalone player,
Kobe.
Can I be honest? And I ain't even know basketball.
I give you
nigga.
that.
Michael wasn't doing shit. When he was on the Magic by himself. Even when he went to the Hornets, he wasn't doing shit.
He was kind of old though. But
what do you mean? That was the year after he left the Bulls. Actually, no, he was with the Magic before the Bulls.
I'm talking about the
Orlando Magic was before.
No. I'm thinking of the Wizards. That's what I'm.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of the Wizards.
About the Wizards.
I'm thinking. That's what I'm. My bad.
What? Jordan played on the Magic, didn't he? Or am I thinking of the Wizards?
It was the Wizards.
It was the Wizards.
So he only played for the Bulls and the Wizards?
I think he had 3. Did he
look up all the teams that don't do it on the computer because it's gonna fuck with the camera.
Okay. Yeah, because I swear it's the Magic. No, see, you got me saying the Magic. The Bulls and the Wizards, because he came, played 3 years with the Bulls, left, played in.
Oh, okay.
Was it another 3 years?
No, because he had the time when he went and played baseball.
That's what I'm saying. He left. That's what I'm saying. He left.
Yeah, he left, played baseball,
and then he came back and did another 3
with the Wizards. Yeah.
Because
he wasn't on the Bulls after he came back.
He came 6 years.
No, he came back with the Bulls because he left and played baseball and came back to the Bulls because that's when they came back and won the championship again.
Because how many rings he got? Most of them are Bulls rings.
Michael has 6.
6. So it's 3 he did. So he did 3.
It's Wizards. 2001 to 2003.
Yeah, so he did.
And then for
3
Bulls,
P.
it's 94 till 90.
Yeah, so he left.
So what was before the Bulls? He had that.
It's 94 to 98, so that's 4 years already, and then 90.
That's what I'm saying. Did he have a team before the Bulls?
No.
Wow, he got drafted to the Bulls?
Yeah, he college to the
Charlotte
NBA.
Was it no North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's why they have the North Carolina threes.
Yeah, North Carolina threes, and it was like he went to
nice actually.
Nice as fuck. He went to the
Bulls. The nicest threes he has.
He went to the Bulls. He won.
Yep.
Was it 3?
Yep.
I believe it was 3.
Yep.
Fact check me.
Actually,
wait, what'd you say? The Bulls?
From 1 to 3,
he had 4 years first.
So 4. So he
from 94 to 98.
So he lost 1. He didn't go to the finals 1 year.
Wait, so Jordan's only been playing in the NBA for like 13 years, like close to like 10 years.
I mean, it's off and on, but yeah. Because
so
2001 to 2003.
That's 2.
94 to 98. That's 4. Not so 1 to 3 is 2. Yeah. Okay.
Well, 1, 2,
and then
3.
they have more.
Yeah.
They have more.
But the season is 2 seasons though.
Okay, so that is 3 since you count the beginning of the first.
3 is 2.
I want to see what his shit is after.
He's been playing in the NBA for like 11 years.
So LeBron's been playing for like 20.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what?
LeBron's been playing for like
for almost
20 years.
What?
He's like 30.
He was 18.
He's like
He's
35.
out of high school, right?
Yeah.
He left his junior year.
I thought he graduated.
Yeah.
Did he graduate?
He graduated. You just can't go to the fucking league.
I thought he graduated early though. I thought he
No.
graduated a year early.
I
to beat that.
No,
Senior
no.
year he left.
He left. See.
Okay. So I would say halfway to the end of senior year he left.
And he's like what, 30?
So he did leave a year.
See,
early,
and he's
technically.
37
He's not
now.
the only that left out of high school though.
Kobe did
But
it too.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm saying.
But he has
Mike
been
did
in
it.
the NBA the longest out of leaving high school.
That's crazy.
To the point where
That's
nigga.
crazy.
And he's
All right,
still.
Matt, listen to this. Because LeBron plans on playing basketball with Bronny when he joins the NBA. Isn't that crazy that you joined the NBA? That you joined the NBA the same year as your son, and you finna play with your son,
But
in the NBA now?
but don't
That's
they?
like Rey Mysterio fighting with his son in the
But-
WWE.
But don't they have the clause now that you have to do at least 1 year?
You have to do 1 year in college now, at least.
But LeBron says.
College players get paid though.
But
now they do.
Yeah, now they do. But LeBron said he's not. He's trying not to retire until his son enters the league.
That's what I said. Like he wants to. He
And
plans
no,
on playing in the NBA. With
And on
his
top
son.
of that, he says like, if you want me on your team, you got to get my son. He's going wherever his son is going. So
that means that if he's
dope.
that means that
They gonna have to accept his son.
Technically, Bronny's going wherever his dad is resigning at, because that
I feel like Bronny gets to choose the team, and his dad's just like,
But
I'm
he's gonna
be there.
choose whatever team
But-
that his dad's gonna be,
but-
because that's gonna be the top team.
but
of that part. Of that
but
I feel you. So
think-
he's just gonna join the
think of
Lakers,
it.
basically.
I was thinking of it this way. It was like, wouldn't that put a lot of stress on Bronny's shoulders? Because it's like.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like your dad is resigning from the team because they're going to
But
expect you to pick up the pieces that your dad
but-
left.
Being
but that's the thing, I
LeBron's
don't
son,
necessarily
he done
think-
prepared you for that, in my opinion.
I don't necessarily think it's gonna be a lot of pressure on Bronny because all right. So what? Right. So we James, do you watch a lot of basketball at all?
No, he does not.
I do not.
Do you watch any high school niggas at all?
No.
All right. So Jay Nimbus, do you watch basketball a lot?
Of course.
Do you watch a lot of high school kids?
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of high school kids, but I know once they get a good enough buzz, I will hear about them.
So you know who Mikey Williams is?
I've heard about his name.
He's one of the top, like literally like the top high school. pick
I've heard
right now.
about him.
So when it comes to him, right?
Mhm.
Him, Bronny, Julian, Andrew, Mikey. I think there's another one named Latrell. And old dude from Chicago. He was in Crew League. That light skinned ass nigga who made that like half court 3-pointer.
Can I ask some?
What?
Okay, so this is the only reason I even know about somebody, but the nigga, the son of the bitch that Drake was fucking with, is that kid amazing or is it
This boy about to just switch the whole entire
But no, because he in that realm of where Bronny is and all that
No,
stuff.
he's not.
No,
Drake's
he
son
is.
doesn't play basketball.
No.
Drake's son.
No, he's
The
talking about the
son
shorty.
of the lady
that
that
Drake took
was
out.
fucking with. Drake took the bitch to the
Dodger
NBA
Stadium. Dodger
and
Stadium.
closed the whole stadium just
He's
for them
talking
two.
about that shorty.
her.
She has a son that plays basketball.
Yes.
She has a son that plays
I
basketball.
know who he's
and
talking
I think
about.
The son is on the team that Bronny is on. So I don't know his name.
I know.
Is
I
that
I
why
don't
Drake
even
be going to
know.
all of Bronny's games?
I don't know.
Oh.
Honestly,
know.
I think Bronny, Drake is friends with LeBron, like for real.
No, he is, but that's the thing. So
I feel like Drake just supports.
If that's the thing, if that means that girl's son goes to Sierra Canyon, because that's where Bronny goes to.
And she's strapped. So.
I think I know. It is Sierra Canyon because I know what he's talking about.
Mhm.
Whose bottle of water is this? Oh, okay. Why did you put it over here?
Yeah, because the shorty that he took on a date that closed down the whole
Yeah.
Dodger Stadium.
Whatever stadium.
Close out the whole stadium and have dinner in the middle of the field. Her
Yeah.
son plays basketball with Bronny, I believe so. Fact check me on
They
that.
were saying Drake was there just for her ass, but
What do
he
y'all
already
look
was already there because that motherfucker.
I don't know what to look up for that.
Just
shit.
look up players on Sierra Canyon.
I don't know the nigga name.
If you
Alright, it's cool.
look up one of y'all, look up the players on Sierra Canyon, and then the other one look up.
All you
Drake's,
All you need is hip hop lately. That's all you need.
All right, then there we
well,
go.
James, look it up. You the camera guy anyway, so well you the sound guy anyway. So when it comes to that, right?
I'm just here, y'all. Don't listen to him.
So when it comes to that, right? So I would say out of all the high school kids, Amari Bailey. Amari Bailey is another top high school pick right now. So when it comes to that, and out of Chicago.
Okay.
Even though he's at a different school right now. But so when it comes to that, right? The reason I would say that it's not that much pressure like on a Bronny, on a Mikey, on a Julian, on an Andrew, because even NBA players will tell you that these high school kids now play at a way different level that we did when we were kids. These high school kids play like they NBA players. Like,
I'll give you that.
Like I haven't, bro. Back when I was in high school,
They would have to.
What's good? Oh, here, hold on, I got it.
Oh, I didn't know the bitch was live.
What's good, my boy? We recording this shit, you
What
know.
up, what up, what up?
We live right now.
Oh, you finished your day?
Shout out to Shadow Maho. He is in the building. What is?
I told you. That's why I told you to drive safe.
Trying to talk with.
They're doing $4 peak pay right now on DoorDash. $4.
It's very busy
I
right
get it.
now.
I get it.
Hey, shout out
I
to
get
that.
it.
Yeah, shit, take a load off. We about to support this bunch. It's over there. So all right, it's good. And I like that Javar right here because he also played basketball too. So when it comes to that, the reason I would say that it's not on a pressure like for a Mikey or like the people I just said, because when it comes to the level that they already play at, these high school kids are fucking insane.
I see that because the shit that they do now, I was like, I never saw this when I was in high school.
Exactly.
I never saw this.
We're seeing high school kids hit reverse 360 alley-oop dunks on the regular now.
And like I've seen,
There's a whole evolution.
yeah.
Going on. Like it's like when the Euro step first came.
Exactly.
That took over because
Nigga.
Yeah, because like I've seen videos of high school kids hitting NBA style crossovers, like
Nigga.
through the legs, step
Nigga.
back, fade. I was
Bro.
like, where was I've never seen
bro,
a high school kid
bro.
hit that shit in a game.
There's a
And
top high school prospect right now that only has one arm.
I saw him.
So y'all saw that commercial
yes.
with J. Cole talking to him dribbling the basketball?
he had
Yeah.
a commercial?
Yes.
Yes, he has a commercial.
He was all over Instagram for a
Mm-hmm.
while, at least like because I follow a couple of basketball things. And
So do you be following any high school basketball players?
no, not really.
He played with Mikey in them one game. They didn't win, but he was doing their ass up. Out, nigga. I saw a play where he crossed out 3 niggas. Starting from the other side of the court. He ran up, they backed him to the edge. He literally put that bitch behind his back, ran past both of them, then did like a between the leg dribble, threw it up for an alley-oop, and the nigga dunked it in. I went fucking crazy.
And
I was
like,
y'all getting crossed by a nigga.
What was crazy? I thought it was fake.
Oh my god, it was so crazy.
I thought it was fake at first because like
he is Sasuke on that court, nigga.
one
what that is.
of the podcasts that I listened to, they made a skit about a one-armed basketball player.
That's funny.
And I was like, this nigga's real? Like, he's really out here doing that shit? I was like...
That boy is literally Sasuke, my nigga.
And I was like, and he's good,
He is
too.
Sasuke Uchiha, nigga.
And I was like, this should show you, if you could believe you could do it, you could do it, fam. This nigga has one arm.
Never make it to the NBA or anything.
But still.
That's a huge disadvantage.
Sponsors, though.
Hey, he joined practicing.
I mean, yeah, there are definitely other leagues for sure that he could go into.
I wouldn't even say the league. Like I'd say
And he
like
got the hype for it too.
like say if he like
There's the special league, you know, like they fucking have people playing basketball in wheelchairs. I'm sure that they could have some paraplegic, not paraplegic, what is it, amputees? Is that
Yeah,
what
amputees.
it's called?
They had
they got wheelchair basketball.
They have
stuff.
wheelchair. That should be aggressive.
Yeah, look on that shit.
I've watched videos. I was like, that's more aggressive than actual basketball because they actually be running into people. They be like, and I was like, damn, I would not want to play that game even for fun.
Bro.
Even for fun.
But I mean, I would even say, because for the most part, I feel like when it comes to basketball, especially not so much football, people that watch college level basketball versus NBA level basketball prefer college level basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say,
And right now, them college niggas are starting to go more to high school right now, because a lot of high school kids.
that's where they're recruiting right now.
Exactly. That's why Mikey is a dangerous ass
What I
nigga right
want to
now.
say is the nigga, the son of the bitch that I was talking to that was with Drake or took the date.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He goes to the school.
Sierra Canyon.
Yes.
So that means he plays on a very top level high school team right now because Bronny's on that team right now, and so is there's another kid that was in this tournament that I saw that
What's the nigga?
it's like Bronny, Mikey, like 4 other kids were in, and it's like it was like a game for like $20,000 of the top high school picks right now, and it's literally like a whole bunch of big niggas, Mikey, Julian, and Andrew.
You ain't past that shit.
Here, nigga, damn, man, get out here.
Is Bronny in the selection too, or?
But the nigga name is Amari Bailey.
Whoa!
So that's his name. That's his name.
That's literally who I just said a minute ago.
That's the top nigga. That's the top nigga. Yeah, his mom.
That's how you know you.
Drake was trying to get at her.
Oh, God, I held that hidden too long. God damn, nigga. He literally, that's the nigga I said that was in Crew League. That is,
well, that's
bro.
the nigga's mom that Drake took out. And she strapped too, like I said.
No wonder Amari Bailey's so goddamn popular right now.
Somebody does need to start like another league outside of the NBA.
BA?
Like for these, because we got so much.
Wait.
They do. There's not that.
Big Baller Brand did do. He tried to do something like that. No, he tried.
He tried. Yeah.
He tried. He did do something like that, but it didn't really work out because he did it for his son.
You gotta feel the.
Did
twist.
it for his sons.
More like.
It would be left.
It was more like.
Right.
What's this youngest or LaMelo? No, not. Is it LaMelo?
Which one made to the Lakers? That's the big
all
one.
All three sons.
That's Lonzo.
But like, which one made to the Lakers?
LaMelo, and
no, I'm talking LaMelo. He did it for LaMelo to get to the league.
Oh,
I got it.
That's how I feel. Wait,
don't even lock it. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll watch it when I come back. I don't know how to do it.
Did y'all go through that bottle like this morning?
No, they just drunk that shit. Hey, let me get a shot of that real quick.
No, I'm saying like, was it an unopened bottle today?
We did. Did it? He took half of it. I took like a quarter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
they
it's
are
one of these
in
bottles.
for the day. I don't think I'm in for the day. I'm gonna see because it's gonna start snowing at 2.
Well, it's like I'm in for the day because I don't have a. But like this car is like not suitable for these roads because we drove it and like it was fishtailing a lot. So and I drove it.
That one? That's on the street or the Chevy?
The Chevy.
Oh,
I drove it too, and I was like. You need tires, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
So like, yeah.
How did the appraisal go for the?
They was like, nah, we don't fuck with that shit. It's too old.
Oh my god. But yeah.
It has a hole in it.
Oh, it does. God. Thank you for pointing that out. I got it. Oh, you got it.
I just gotta know which way to turn it.
Right.
It is right.
Yeah.
I thought it was left too because I felt the turn on the left.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you. Okay, your door a little bit more.
You gotta hold it at
It's a flute.
that hole.
All right, so yeah, when it comes to high school prospects, especially when it comes to how they play now, so like how Shadow was saying, the game at all these different levels have been evolving so much to the point where everybody wants to play like they're in the NBA. When it comes to Mikey and Bronny,
I kind of feel like they have to.
Exactly. Okay, so when it comes to that, Mikey and Bronny, right? These niggas play like they already in the NBA. Literally. They hit dunks every game, alley-oops every game, crossovers every game, Euro steps every game. Like, these niggas do shit that you'd see in the NBA right now in high school. We weren't seeing that when we were in high school. We would see some cold-ass niggas, like, taking some ankles some here and there and shit like that, being like, oh, yeah, nigga, I just crossed you up. But you wasn't seeing niggas hitting alley-oops every game.
They wasn't training like that.
That's what I'm saying. You wasn't seeing niggas in alley-oops. You wasn't seeing niggas in 360 dunks.
It was just cold.
Windmill dunks and shit. Like, crossing niggas and, like, leaving 3 niggas
I don't think I've
ankleless,
ever
like,
seen a high school dunk.
I've seen a couple.
More technical.
Yeah.
Become more technical.
Yeah, I agree.
You need, because like back in, I didn't really follow basketball that much.
Stop it.
Back in the 90s, dunking. That was when dunking became. Or was that the?
Was that rare?
The
Was it
80s
dunking
to the
rare in
90s, that was when dunking, layupping, and driving in were all big.
Yeah. But we're talking about
field
basketball.
Field
We're
goalie
talking
was very
basketball.
big.
Everybody talks about Jordan, but they forget one name that was synonymous before Jordan. It's Julius Irving. He was dunking, hitting the windmills. People don't sleep on his name so much. He didn't dunk from the free throw, but he was doing a lot of the same shit that Michael Jordan was doing before his time. just not as technical. But all the dunks.
Is he related to Kyrie?
Julius Irving? I have
That'd
no
be
clue.
crazy.
I have no clue.
Cause Kyrie a beast.
But look up Julius Irving.
Hey Siri,
If you know Julius Irving, you know what he was doing back
is
in the
Kyrie
day.
Irving related to Julius Irving?
Yeah, and I've seen his clip. Yeah, he was doing all the one-handed, all that dunks. Like he was.
Their last names are spelled different, so no.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
One starts with an I-R,
I believe-
one starts with an ER.
I believe he was before Jordan. I'm not
I feel like he's
100%.
before Jordan.
The
I believe
reason
he
that
was-
Jordan blew
yeah.
up better than everybody else is because you also got to understand, it's like
Yeah, Nike with him too.
that, and it's also, like, when it comes to a nigga with a bald head, right?
True.
That's why niggas say the bald head syndrome gives niggas cheat codes, because I don't know why. But
Joe Rogan.
it's also like when you see Jordan do what he does, all the faces he would make,
Yeah.
all of the crazy styles of him going up in the air, him like sticking his tongue out and shit like that, doing like, he added the swag to it.
Yeah.
He might have been the start of like, you know how like with artists, how we view artists as
Mhm.
as showmen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jordan was
The first showman. Yup.
first showman.
Okay.
That's a perfect example.
Okay.
He was the first flashy nigga.
The Flair nigga.
Yeah.
What-
Not just
what-
that, he represented, or I feel like a lot of the black people felt that he represented black people in the
Yeah.
Yes,
But like,
definitely.
what
definitely.
I've heard is like that
Because he still kinda
Jordan-
was an underdog beforehand.
Jordan
His brother and shit. Like,
he
yeah,
represented
actually
the
built
business part
himself, like,
of NBA. He brought the
Bro.
business, like, because he with the shoes and all the other stuff, he brought that business aspect with the
We believe in
swag
that
with it
much.
too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what
Like
I'm saying.
that's what changed and made him so great. Because like, yes, he was that swaggy nigga, but he was like, oh yeah, I'm still finna make money off of y'all, so I'm bringing this business aspect to the NBA too. So you gonna know my name regardless.
That'd been weird.
See, that's the thing. I would say, because
You think
and
they
niggas was getting
would've
shoe
been,
deals
like,
before
still
Jordan,
up there,
but-
like-
But he made it the most relevant.
But what was
because
the
of who he
shoes
was.
like?
Exactly.
Uh,
That's
like-
the swag part that he
That's what I'm saying.
added
But
to
what
the
was it?
business.
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe.
Because he would have to.
If he had design rights, like,
okay, so when it comes to
I don't know,
shoes,
part of me
right?
feel like when they came to
The-
Jordan with the Nike
When
shit,
it
was
comes to
like,
the swag
we got
of
these shoes for
Michael,
you. Like he
the
really,
swag
was like,
of
"Alright, I like
Michael
these colors, baby,"
adds
but
so
it wasn't
much.
no
So when it
direct
comes to
there,
him
but
also wearing his
I don't
own
know.
shoes when he would
yeah,
play.
and
I don't know.
truthfully,
Did he wear his own shoes when he played?
Yeah. The Jordan ones, he wore those. He wore those the first.
I know he wore the ones, but I
He
didn't
wore the
know.
ones, the twos, the fours. He wore the sevens. He wore the sevens. He wore the 13s. He wore. That's why there's the Showtime sevens. The Showtime sevens.
Oh
were the ones he
yeah,
wore the
because
last
I
Bulls
remember
game he
I
played in.
remember one game when his suitcase got stolen, he had to wear the pennies.
Yup, the pennies, yup,
And he cut off part of it because he didn't like it.
Yep,
Cause
because the
he-
logo was on there.
Because he was like, this ain't my shoe, so I'm gonna cut this off because I gotta wear them.
Because he had to.
Shit was crazy.
The Penny Hardaways came
Shit
out
mattered
when
so much more
Jordan
back then.
first started Jordan, but niggas were still wearing Penny Hardaways because Penny Hardaway's shoes were very good basketball shoes. So with that those were like Jordan's warm up shoes. Because since Jordan had because Jordan didn't have Jordans until after Jumpman became a thing.
Okay.
Like all these basketball players had their own things
You know what's
like.
crazy?
What?
You saying that is crazy. That they all had some, but Jordan's blue.
Because of who, like I said, because of who Jordan was. Since
Nobody else is blue but his.
not true.
Whose?
Who else?
shit?
Even though I don't wear the company like that. Shaq's shoes did blow up when this shit first came
I'll
out.
give you that. I'll
The
give you that.
Shaqs,
I'll
the
give you
Shaq
that.
2s, those blew the fuck up when them
Give
came
me
out.
one more.
What question? What question? So we're doing.
Shaq did that after Jordan.
And
No,
Shaq
that's
did
what
that.
I'm like.
Saw the power in the black community and
To
how
me,
much
Shaq-
they were because truthfully, that's where I feel Jordan's marketing and Nike, that was a publicity move for them to take over the black populace.
Top 3 black
And then that's where all
NBA shoes.
You probably gonna put the Iversons up there, aren't you?
Iverson didn't
I'm
get his
still
due after Jordan.
thinking because it's
He didn't
like
get his
we
after
said Jordan, Shaq,
I'm trying to think of someone before Jordan because Shaq was also after Jordan. He is correct about that.
but
But
top
Shaq-
top 3 black NBA shoes.
But that's the thing. They didn't become the Walmart ones until Shaq started copying Jordan.
True.
But
True.
The
Is that
Shaq
true?
1 and 2s don't look nothing like Jordans, but when he got into the 4s,
They
everyone
look.
was clowning Reeboks because they were selling fake Jordan lookalikes, but they were Shaqs. That's what I'm saying. But they'd be like, because Shaq's logo was Shaq hanging on the rim.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So when you would see that at Walmart, they look like Jordans.
Yeah.
And Shaq decided to get them sold at Walmart because he wanted more black people to buy his shoe, and he sold them cheaper at Walmart.
He was like, he wanted to see
that's why I give it to Shaq.
like nice looking shoes that people can afford.
But I'm still trying to think of somebody before Jordan though that had his own shoe.
Was it
Because
Iverson?
You would have the Mulberries until after Jordan.
Was it
Mulberries blew the fuck up.
Was it Iverson? Because Kobe's had shoes. He had shoes too, but I don't think they were
that
big.
was still after Jordan.
It was after Jordan too.
Yes.
What was?
Kobe.
Okay.
The Kobe 2s, the Kobe 1s was after the Jordan 3s.
So we got to take into account. Are we talking about people?
And I swear those are the lime green joints.
People like 90s or before, because before 90s, who else had a big shoe? Before the 90s.
I mean, the brands were established. They just didn't have the personality to.
Exactly.
So okay, so
groups of people.
basketball. You had Converse.
James Worthy.
Okay, I'll bring that up in a minute. You had Converse because they were the first ones that supplied basketball players with their gym shoes because they made sneakers. Because the All-Stars are different.
They were everything.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing because Converse had different types of sneakers.
So Converse really was like the
Nigga, I'm talking about when niggas was in
Converse still the shit.
Yes.
Still.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Still.
I get it.
But I'm not even talking. I'm not even talking about with black people. I'm talking about because even when you had niggas wearing the shorts that went up to right here, that were you were seeing niggas in black and white, like the
Larry Bird's time, he was playing in those.
That's what even before then, like the Converse, right? All Stars and the All Star basketball sneakers are two different shoes. They made the regular black and white All Stars, and then they came out with the sneaker All Stars. That's when you had started to see the all white on white, and you saw thicker soles on them because they to not slip as much on the court, and they also had different bottoms. But the regular black and white All Stars, they had like because the regular black and white All Stars come with line bottoms, like straight line bottoms. On the sneaker tennis shoe ones for the court, they come with swirls to keep the traction on your feet on the court.
See, I was always wondering, not only that, but the bad thing about the Chucks back then was they had no support for your ankles. So like,
that's what I'm saying. So like
this might have been going, but
no. Back then, that's what I'm saying. When the regular All Stars came out, they had high tops and low tops, but the sneakers, the basketball sneakers, were all high tops. They were all high tops. They were all white.
Niggas played in Chucks, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Chuck Taylors are also Converse All Stars.
No, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like the original.
That's what I'm saying. The All Star is the original Chuck Taylor.
But the way you're saying it is like they separated from
the
All Star to an actual basketball shoe.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like having.
Because they do have shoes like that now.
They've always had those.
I don't think because back in the day when I watched them niggas was really playing in Chuck like regular.
That's what I'm saying. But all the Chucks you would see would be all white high tops.
Yeah, that is
because
true.
those were the basketball sneakers.
That is true.
Now the regular ones you'd wear on the street were different shoes.
Okay.
Regular ones you'd wear just walking on the street every day, those are different shoes. Now when I go to the court, I'm putting on
more solid soles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is that all that they had was just a
yeah, back then when you had like Moses Malone playing and shit like that, they all wore like white high top Chucks, yeah. And that's what I'm saying because those
Like,
are basketball sneakers.
Crazy
makes some
that
sense
Chucks was
because
first,
if
and
you
then
actually
they
look
made
at the soles, the white ones have bigger soles.
Yeah.
Frame of reference right now, every time Converse comes up is fucking the Sandlot.
Yeah, the Sandlot.
Yeah, because they also
Sandlot.
showed you back then that baseball players
Baseball
were also
too,
wearing a lot
like,
of Chucks.
damn.
They had cleat Chucks.
Yeah.
I bought a pair of cleat Chucks when I was first playing Little League.
Really?
And they were swaggy as fuck. I'll give you that, nigga. I had baby blue ones. Now I don't know what the fuck niggas talking about. You know what I'm saying? But when Chuck Taylor started making cleats, they also started selling to the soccer niggas. Soccer niggas were also wearing Chuck Taylors back in the day.
I never knew like how big Converse like when I just
because
read
Converse
that
was like technically the first tennis shoe.
like seriously like when I read who had a deal before
yeah.
Jordan, it was James Worthy.
Yeah, like
Really? They played Chuck.
Because they were like that type of shoe. That's why I was like, I forgot that Converse was more of a sporty type of shoe.
And now Converse
I bet.
is owned by Nike.
I got
right?
more raps and shit.
What?
Converse is owned by Nike, right?
No.
No.
What the fuck?
Who is Converse owned by? Are they their own
Converse
company?
is its own entity.
I swear to God.
Converse has been its own entity since the 60s.
No, it has to be.
I swear, I thought that they had.
It's possible that they got beat
Cause the niggas that own Vans,
I swear they got bought out by like Nike.
I could believe it.
Okay, but
I don't know.
Back to the original point that I was trying to make when it came to basketball and shoes.
Actually, let me ask this.
So like I said, you had a list. You have a major tier, like not really like a tier list, but a list of like basketball shoe companies.
Okay.
When did they get bought out?
Oh, they
By
do.
Nike.
Yeah.
When did they
I
get bought
thought
out?
they get bought out by Nike.
Probably back in the day. They was like,
probably.
we gonna have to eat you guys up.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that happened in the last 7 years.
Yeah, it had to happen like more recent.
Yeah, that definitely did not happen back in the day.
Popularity, like if I'm thinking from a company wise,
It happened like
Yeah, what the fuck?
The fact that they still,
that would have
Yeah.
been
the fact that they just was like,
All right, but yeah. So you had Converse, you had Nike, you had Adidas, you had Puma, and you had
Puma became the soccer shoe, right?
they were both. They were basketball and soccer because Puma cleats are just very comfortable. So when it comes to wearing Puma cleats,
you're right.
yeah,
2003.
and like they also make
I
high
thought
top cleats,
so.
so that's why people like wearing them on soccer fields. So when it came to
That's
that,
still pretty close to the 90s.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
after 2010. To be honest.
you had all of these the list
can
of
see
these
it
major
after 2000.
companies making basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it came
I
to
bet they
handing
followed
out
suit.
basketball deals, that's why it's kind of hard to think of somebody before Jordan because he had the biggest basketball shoe deal out of any player.
Ever.
So when it came to that,
But you're talking about Jordan in popularity. One person that I've always
Oh yeah, I bet.
heard brought up.
I don't blame Jordan though because that's Nike.
The one person I've always been heard brought up with Jordan is Julius Irving.
because I think he did have
Does
a
he
shoe
have
before
a
the
shoe?
Jordan. We have to look it up.
I don't know if he had
know.
the shoe, but with Jordan,
Look up a player that had
but
a shoe before Jordan.
Already
but-
did.
Who?
James Worthy.
That's what I'm saying. What was his shoe though?
Okay. It seemed like it was a Converse thing.
was it?
Okay, so was it? So Jordan went Nike and then he went Converse. So okay, it made sense.
What were the wings, Converse? What collab was that?
That was
Jeremy Scott, right?
Jeremy Scott because I wanted a pair. No, it's artist
He's
shit.
talking about the
What was the wings on them?
He said
The-
Jordans with the
No, we're talking about the
you're
Converse.
thinking of the Adidas with the Converse with the wings on them. It's Adidas that have wings on them. Yeah, those are Adidas.
Yeah.
Those are
And I
Adidas?
swear those came from like a musician.
Jeremy
I
Scott.
think Jeremy Scott is just a designer.
No,
Oh,
because
okay,
yeah, they're high tops.
Yeah.
Because
High top
I
Adidas.
saw them from an ASAP Rocky video and I was gonna buy a pair.
No, James Worthy was New Balance.
New Balance.
Okay, my bad. Yeah,
Well, I forgot
New Balance.
that was the last company I tried
This was New
to
Balance.
add to that list was New Balance. Yes, New Balance is very heavy in basketball shoes. So when
Really?
it came to that, but what
Honestly,
was
they're honestly for like fit people for
they're
general,
a sports shoe.
They do
It's a
their
sports
Yeah.
company. So
Yeah,
like-
they do their thing.
So when it comes to that, what was his shoe though?
It was a new let me
What
see.
was the name of it?
Personally, for me though, I feel like New Balance. There's a stigma, at least among black.
Because
people,
Jaden has the New Balance shoe out.
Just because we know them as a Walmart shoe.
Yeah.
No,
That's why Shaq was
when it comes to New
Yeah.
Balance, they have been like the dad
I
shoe
guess
of the world.
New Balance 900.
From what I've heard
Everything
from New
900s to
Balances,
970s.
they're like
So
the
when it comes to
shoe that you
his-
see the
wait,
old
what?
white
Let me
man
see
that I need to be first in
That's
line.
what it say on the
Shoe.
900.
Like New Balances, what I've seen
But I
from
don't
the
know.
internet, they're like the shoe that's
So
the
you know
old
them-
white man that
You
needs
know
to be
them,
first.
them New Balance?
These were his?
in the last
Oh.
2 years. I never liked them.
Nigga, these
Mm.
bitches
Now I
still
fuck with
expensive.
New Balance, but,
What the
they're
fuck?
I don't even
So
see high
he-
top.
Like
New
I
Balance.
would fuck with New Balance.
So he made
if,
the
like,
original
a
900?
decent white one
I
that
guess
looks
so.
good, just for comfortability.
That's crazy.
Oh,
If
no,
I'm-
okay, wait, no.
I don't
So,
think they look good. Like, there's only specific ones.
Yeah, they do
so
look.
technically
They're,
this does not
okay,
count.
price, too, so I'm like, I-
On the reason of this not counting is because
This is
he
true,
didn't
true.
make the original 900. The 900.
I just feel like there are other good shoes that
Made
are
him a
comfortable
shoe.
They
better
made
than New
him a
Balances.
900.
So you're saying Jordans in their self were made.
they're better shoes.
That look good
Because
and are
Jordan-
comfortable
Jordan had Jordan
than New
Jumpman before
Balances.
He made Jordans. Jordan, I had a pair of original.
Because New
Jordan
Balances
Jumpmans.
don't really look that
It's the
well.
picture of him. It's the
But you could
picture of
find
him
a shoe
at
that is
Hi-
just as
at
comfortable as
Highland
New Balances
Court in
that look
Chicago
good
with him
to
doing the
wear
split- the
with a
split
nice
dunk
fit.
Going like this.
I think New Balance.
It had a
is like
picture
the
of him doing
ultimate
it at the bottom of the shoe.
in shoes.
I'm
Really?
so mad I lost them bitches. But when it came, those were such good basketball shoes. But when it comes to
And that's up there.
Jordans,
Yeah. and I'm
Jordan
pretty sure New
Jumpman
Balance
was
is
first,
one
and
that
then
has
Jordans
the
came,
shoe.
and then Nike, and then he got the deal with Nike for Nike Jordans.
Wait, when you
Mm.
said Jordan Jumpman is like that's his shit.
Yeah, that's his solo shit.
His shit.
So like it's Jordan and Nike. Jordan
That's
made
what I
Jordan
need.
Jumpmans. Nike made Nike Jordans.
Cause I feel,
That was
cause
Jordan.
I was
coming
like,
over
I'm
to
flat.
Nike,
I'm starting to get
and then
flat-footed.
making Nike
This nigga
Jordans.
had his own shoe before he went to Nike.
Yeah, look up Jordan Jumpmans.
Who owns Skechers?
Who owns
So
Skechers?
this
That I
nigga
don't know.
was really inventing the Jordans. Like his company
but-
was making the Jordans.
No. The when it comes to that, it's like if you were a top player at that point and had the money to try to make your own shoe, you could. Stephen Mulberry.
I get you. I get you. But you're telling me that he is on his way to making his own shoe.
No,
he's doing
When Jordan first came out and when he was playing for the Bulls, that's when the Jordan Jumpmans came out. That's when he tried to make his own shoe.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Nike, no nothing.
Yeah, that was after he got his deal
nothing
and was
tied
able to
that.
pay for getting his shoes made. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, almost every like basketball player kind of done that. Like does that. Like
But then, so Nike made him hot.
no. He made himself because that.
Not him.
That was when I got into an argument with my cousin.
The shoes.
No. The shoes became hot because of Jordan. Because of Jordan.
All right.
If
And they
Jordan was
bought
not
into
Jordan,
it, and they
nobody
bought
would
in-
buy them.
And they bought
I
into
agree.
it. So how did they expand from that? Was that all
Because-
those designs his?
Yes.
Because he goes all the way to what? 13?
I got a question.
Or is it past 13?
17.
I got a question. Was Jordan a basketball shoe first or a designer shoe first?
It was never a designer shoe.
Okay.
It's never been
was
a
it always
designer shoe.
athletic?
It's never been a designer shoe.
Was it
Well,
always
I
athletic,
feel like
though?
the ones and all like
Designer shoes mean like Louis Vuittons, Gucci.
Well, I don't
Pradas.
mean
Those
like-
are designer shoes
the
And
designer
I've
shoes,
seen
but like the way they
designer copies
look.
of Jordans.
because that's a Jordan collab. That's not
Nah.
Jordan. What do you mean?
No, I've seen copies of shoes with the name Balenciaga or with whatever name with no reference to Jordan, but they look like those shoes.
When it comes to what Jordan did it look like? Because there's multiple different styles.
Usually
of Jordans.
the 4s or the 3s.
Okay, so when it comes to that, that's mainly Jordan doesn't own the model of how the sneaker looks.
Nike does.
Even that, I can make a shoe that looks like a Jordan 4, but since I structured the shoe, it just looks
You
like
made it.
It just like it's like if Mitsubishi made their own GTR. But since it's them making just the body of a car that looks like a GTR and calling it something else, it's not a GTR. It's whatever they made it to be.
Can't other companies be sued off of things that look too similar?
No, because Shaq was never sued for his shoes looking like Jordans. And he literally did that for a reason. He did that to make his shit sell more.
They could try. It's like when Honda made a car.
You can't own the process.
It's like
no,
when,
you can't own the model.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't copyright a
It's
model.
like when Honda made
how it's designed when it's made.
Yeah.
Like the Jordan 1 and the Jordan 1 Bear Bricks. If they took the Nike logo off of there and now they're just Bear Brick. They just look like Jordans. Jordan doesn't own the model of the shoe. They own how this model has been designed.
All right.
And Honda made a car that looks like Camaro.
Yeah, but it's not a Camaro.
It's not a Camaro.
It's their
I
model,
showed you.
whatever they made it to
I
be.
showed you that
Like,
when we were in Colorado. You don't remember shit.
Right?
So.
Yeah, I'm like.
But like, yeah, they
Colorado.
made the Honda has a car that looks just like a Camaro.
That's dope though.
just like how you're seeing some cars kind of looking like Teslas, but they're not Teslas. Like they just
All right.
copy the model of how it's
All
made.
right. All right.
Toyota and Honda or Hyundai.
Yeah, Honda just made an electric car.
The same
Yeah.
design for their cars
Hmm?
because it's someone else that produces their cars and then they just put their logo on it.
So now if you made a shoe, right? You made your own shoe, but the model, and if I also made a shoe, but my shoe was the same model, but I designed it different. You technically can't sue me.
Got you.
Because I'm designing it different, and now since I designed it, this model in a different way, it's now mine.
Right.
The same way how niggas can customize shoes and not get sued for them.
Got you.
Because they're customizing a model.
Right.
They're not like saying that like me taking this Air Force One and drawing Madara and Itachi on it. Now
I see that a lot.
Like it's now me selling my own Nike Naruto collabs. No, it's me selling a customized model of an Air Force One.
Got you.
So now now Nike can't sue me.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying. So like when it comes to that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to shoe companies, like when it comes to Jordan making Jumpmans, and since his name was so big, Jumpman's doing big, and then him making Jordans, and then Jordan doing big, and then getting his deal with Nike, and then combining the two, and then having Nike Air Jordans.
Wait.
It's a whole different process. It's a whole process.
He made Jordans before Nike too.
Yes, he made Jordans, and then he started doing collabs with Nike, and then Nike bought out Jordan.
Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What was the
Jordan 1.
No, you call them Jumpman.
Jumpman, yeah.
Jumpman.
I had a pair of Jumpmans. My dad gave me the pair of Jumpmans I had.
This nigga booming off Jumpmans. This nigga booming off Jordans. Like, I didn't really think it was like that. I thought,
bro, I mean,
everything started at Nike.
No, yeah,
that's what I thought.
Like, if you think about it, right?
Like, for real.
If you think about it, when it comes to you having, let's say if I was a popular musician, right?
Yeah.
And I made my own shoe.
Yeah.
You know how Gary Vaynerchuk made his own shoe, which is kind of iffy to me. But,
I ain't know that.
It looks alright, but
to me, he gonna get it bought because he got fans.
Okay, right there. Yeah. Right. Let's say if
people love that nigga.
Let's say if Corday made a shoe today.
He did. He had his little Puma shit.
Not a Puma collab. I'm talking about him making his own shoe.
Okay.
Like, let's say he made his own shoe, right? Corday's name ends up getting up to Drake status.
Okay.
So that shoe also ends up getting to a very, very high status because it's made by Corday.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Corday now ends up having collab with his shoe brand that he made and Puma. So he ends up getting so let's say his shoe company is called let's give it some shit. Bird's Eye, because for his last time called Bird's Eye View. Let's call it Bird's Eye. Mm-hmm. So he has a shoe company called Bird's Eye. He makes these cold ass shoes, low top shoes, right? He ends up getting the Drake status, and those shoes end up becoming very, very big to the point where they're worth a lot of money now.
Right.
Let's say now, the company Bird's Eye does a collab with Puma. So
that's super huge.
And that's what I'm saying. So the shoe ends up being a Bird's Eye X Puma collab.
That's an entity between the two of them.
Now, let's say Puma buys Bird's Eye.
Got you.
And now, okay, how can I word this? You get the Puma Bird's Eye now.
Yeah.
And now that is its own shoe now.
Right.
So now that is its own entity owned by Puma now.
The original shoe, then there could have been that with the collab with Puma.
No, there is the collab with Puma.
Shoe,
yes.
And then there's the shoe
now when they buy them out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now when you get Jordan, right?
Yeah.
You get Jordan Jumpmans, which is his own shoe.
Is that still alive?
If you can fucking find a pair.
Okay.
Because they're probably taxed out the ass.
So for the most part, it's Nike Air Jordans.
Yes. So like
that's a collab shoe.
That's why
that's their own shoe.
Yeah, that's Nike owning Jordan now and making. That's why the Air Jordan 1s. Those were the first Air Jordans. Michael made that deal when he was still signed to the Bulls.
So when Michael had Jordans, was there a one?
No.
What was it? Was okay. So the Jordans was just a shoe
because I think he made his own company Jordan. He didn't make it, but he didn't make a shoe until Nike bought it out. Okay. Which makes sense because if you already had
the only thing he really
had, he already knew what he was doing when he made the shoe.
It's just like if you already have the Jumpmans and you just make another company called Jordans.
Yeah.
You already have the Jumpmans and you already have shoes out. There's no point in making Jordan shoes until a company buys you out.
When did the Jumpmans become Jordans?
The Jumpmans never became Jordans. The Jordan Jumpmans are their own shoe.
Oh, their own shoe. I thought
like I said, I had a pair of Jordan Jumpmans when I was like 7.
Because I remember I had a pair of Jumpmans before.
Yeah, and the Jordan Jumpmans are his own company.
I don't think I never had a pair of Jordan Jumpmans, but I had a pair of Jumpmans before.
Jumpmans are Jordan Jumpmans.
Okay, so yeah.
So you did.
I did.
Yeah, so you had a pair of Jordan Jumpmans.
But didn't he have himself on there still?
Yeah, he on Jordan. Like I said, I had a picture of Jordan doing the logo
so
thing
it's still that
as a picture on the bottom of my shoe.
Okay, so then
I remember now. I remember now because I had an all white pair of Jordan Jumpmans. Them bitches was clean.
Ooh, you had the white ones?
Ooh, I had the white ones.
I had the all black ones.
You had the black ones?
I had the all black ones, so I feel you. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
I was like, ooh.
The all white joints, that's why they were expensive. They were more expensive because that one, those ones you can actually drip down. The black ones more people wore for basketball.
Oh yeah, cause like
yeah,
after I got them, my mom was like, "Don't ask me for shit." My mom was like, "Don't ask me for shit." Well, my mom was Christian. She didn't say shit, but she was like, "Don't ask me for nothing else." So I got you these shoes, but I was happy.
That was fucking terrible. That was fucking terrible. I shouldn't have flicked it. That was the thing.
Hey, chat. Let us know if you ever had a pair of Jumpmans. What were your Jumpmans? What color were they? And what age did you have them? How did you feel about them? Because I know me, when I got mine, it was the greatest feeling in the world. You couldn't tell me nothing.
No, I feel okay, what was your first, shoe that you were happy about getting? Like your first shoe that you were happy about getting?
Spizikes.
Oh, you got Spizikes? I remember Spizikes.
The Christmas color one.
Yeah, I remember.
The
red. The Christmas color Spizikes are pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, them becomes pretty cool.
Wait.
Yeah,
I got another one.
I
got another one.
Spizikes.
There might be a different one. I had the blue Air Forces, the blue and white Air Force, the Carolina blue.
You had the Carolina bitches.
But they had the spider webs.
I was trying to get them bitches, but my dad got them
but they had the spider webs on the toes.
Yeah.
I had those.
My dad got those for himself.
And I got a story behind that. I had them, and the first day I bought them. It was in high school, and it was gym class. And I saw somebody else that I knew that had them. I thought he stole them out of my locker at first. Because I was like, I know ain't nobody else got these shoes. So how does he have them on his feet? So I left gym class to go check my locker to see if they were still there. I was like, he's still there. And I was like, oh, this nigga got the same shoes as me. I thought I was the only one. I thought I was finna kill this nigga. And I was like, this nigga wore the same shoes that I got on the same day. And I was like, it was kind of salty. Because I thought I was finna be exclusive.
It be like that.
He thought I was finna be exclusive.
But at first, I thought he stole them out of my locker. Because
he ain't stole them.
Because I was like, you know the person I'm talking about. We ain't going to say his name on camera. We're talking about it off camera. But I was like, those my shoes. Those my shoes. It's got my shoes. Yeah, I was like, got my shoes on. But I went to my locker. My shoes still in my locker. And I was like, this nigga got the same shoes I'm on. You know niggas. It was like, where you get your shoes from?
That's why I low-key wish that I could have been on more of a sneaker kicks wave, like being a young-ass kid and getting into sneakers. Because, like, when it came to us being young kids, because I would say the first pair of sneakers that I was hype about getting, I got the, what were they? The Nike Denver Nugget Carmelo Anthony's. I got the 23 joints, and them motherfuckers was cold. They were all Carmelos? Yeah. I got the high top Carmelos. Them bitches was fucking crazy. Bro, chat. When I tell you them high top Carmelos was motherfucking fire, bro. They was all black with the 23 on the back with the blue outline and shit. Cause they was a Denver Nuggets one when he was on the Denver Nuggets. Them shits was fucking cold, bro. Them shits was cold. I don't even know, bro. I was like, damn, okay, Dad, you got me the Carmelo. Carmelo.
I don't think I ever had a pair of Carmelos, though.
Yeah, them Carmelos were cold. Them Carmelos were cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. What was going?
What's yours? Your shoes?
What was your first shoe? The first shoe that you was hyped about getting.
So, I'm guessing they was. Let me look out the number for sure. But they was honestly.
I'll tell you the second pair that I was hyped about getting.
They was honestly hand-me-downs for my cousin.
Okay.
And we all been there.
Hey, we all been there.
Jordan.
My Jumpmans were hand-me-downs for my brother.
Let's say 13s. Yep.
Jordan 13s?
Jordan 13s.
Which ones?
The blue and gray ones. Blue, gray, and white.
The Carolinas, right?
I don't know.
Because usually the blue, gray, whites are usually Carolina colors.
Yeah, these motherfuckers right here.
Carolinas? Are they Carolinas?
Hold on.
Because Carolinas go for a grip right now.
Yeah. I don't know if they're Carolina. They just retro.
No, yeah, these are retro.
Oh, they're the ones?
Oh, these are the Flint. Oh, you got the Flint, Michigan.
But it wasn't even that beforehand though. Like they just added that name to it. But like
No, I mean if you had these were the Flints.
Them
These are
bitches
Flints.
couldn't have been the Flints back in the day.
What do you mean? When they first came out, these were called Flints.
What
Retro Flints.
When did they come out? Flint.
When did you get them? They looked exactly like this, right?
I say middle school.
Well, I mean, it's the same retro. Like it's the same retro from back then. Like,
I will say
these
another.
are Flint, Michigans.
I've also had another.
Yeah, he had the Jordan 13 Flint, Michigans. My dad has the gray one of those.
I also got another pair of
has the gray
12s. 13s. That was red and black. So like the actual Jordan 13s, like the red and black, him wearing it with the Bulls type shit.
Ooh, okay.
Like, but that was when I was a kid, like, and to be honest, I got all my Jordan shit or most of my Jordan shit when I was a kid from my aunt.
Okay. That's fine.
Like
actually.
once she just was done with it, she gave it to me.
That's actually pretty fire.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What was yours, Shadow? First pair of hype shoes you ever got? Like you fucked with.
I didn't get into shoes until later in life.
Oh, really?
How later in life?
Even when you was a kid, you wasn't like hyped about getting some shoes or something?
Not really.
Oh, okay, I feel you.
I love getting shoes.
I used to love shoes.
I didn't know that I grew up in the group of people that I grew up with were black high tops.
Yeah, I checked it.
Nikes.
Like it don't matter.
What it's commonly associated with gang members. Like
or niggas trying to rob you.
The
Black Air Force One.
Black Air Force One.
Yeah, we get it.
Yo, Black Air Force energy.
That means you
You
were
a savage.
Yeah.
That
Used to be
Black
savage
Air
shit.
Force
You a
energy
savagery.
means
Yeah,
don't
that's-
fuck with that nigga because he probably robbed his mama.
True. God damn, that's a dangerous ass nigga.
So are you saying that's what you were associated with? Or around?
That's what I wore because that's what my brothers liked and wore.
Your brothers wore
Okay,
Black Air Forces?
back in the day, Black Air Forces were cooler than how they were now.
Now, yeah, I agree with that.
Nigga, how?
Because back in the day, you
Ain't
could
Air Force is like the hottest shit. Since
Black Air Forces. You
But
get
we're
clowned.
talking-
Black,
You get
though.
clowned for
Black.
wearing all Black Air Forces now.
What?
Because the white ones, bro. Because you got to, bro, Jane.
How many people used to walk?
No, Jay, I got it.
But he said
James,
clown,
just listen
though.
to, listen
He
to,
said
listen to,
clown.
Listen up, youngin. So, bro, you got to understand,
Go ahead.
when it comes to the shoe game, if a nigga say he's serious about shoes and he don't have a mint condition, pristine pair,
A
white bone
Forces.
of regular Air Force Ones,
What about the?
he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Let me ask you this.
Because that
Hold
is
on.
a staple. Every shoe
Hold on.
nigga has
Hold
Air
on.
Force
Hold on.
Ones.
Hold on.
He at least
Hold
probably
on.
got 15 pair of wall white
So
Air
like,
Force
so
Ones.
like, with the culture being how it is now, and motherfuckers being able to ruin
It's even
Air
bigger.
Force
I say
Ones.
I say it's even bigger now.
It is, but
All
I'm saying
white Air Forces is even bigger now.
most of the Air Force Ones that I see be like worn. Like niggas do not care. So I'm just like,
See, okay,
how
but
does
that's
a
what I'm saying,
nigga,
but like,
how does the
those are
audience,
niggas
how
you've
do the
seen that don't
masses
really care about their
don't give a
shoes,
fuck?
bro.
But this nigga gotta care about these motherfuckers.
All right, right,
These
right,
bitches
right,
gotta be fresh. Go ahead,
right.
tell me.
So if he really care about his shoes, right?
Yeah.
Because most niggas won't just. If most niggas who really care about shoes like that won't just walk around with some beat ass Air Force Ones. You got me fucked up on that.
Especially if they
But-
white.
But
If they're white.
if they do, no. If they black, Hispanic, got me fucked up if they walk around with some beat ass Air Force Ones if they really care about their shoes.
Okay,
like that.
fine.
Wait, let me
You right.
finish. So when it comes to that, if you do see a nigga like that, he got either 2 pairs or 3.
Okay,
One of them beat up, and then the other 2 he wear when he go out.
got you.
And I bet you when you see them ones when he go out, they in fucking mid condition, all white, got no spots, scratches, even creases in them.
Right.
Cause even I got shoes like that. I know niggas who will walk around in $300 Jordan 1s and fuck them bitches up, but they got a pair of off-white Air Jordan 1s in their closet.
Right.
They got them G
The
Fazos.
best,
Exactly,
the
that's
better
what I'm saying,
shit
like,
is out there.
You gotta understand, like, nigga, certain shoes you can walk around and beat them up and not really care.
No,
I know niggas who skate
I
in
said G
Yeezys.
Fazos.
I know. I literally know.
It's basically like Air Force
Mine
Ones.
is Yeezy
It's
price.
all
Like,
clean Air
ain't
Force
them bitches
Ones.
durable?
But see, but no, but
or is they not?
But that's the thing. You see niggas skateboarding with usually skateboards with
I
grip
wouldn't
tape
skate
fuck
no
your shoes up.
ones.
They're skateboarding in Yeezys. I'm talking about turtle doves.
Ain't them
Knitted
bitches like
shoes
fit?
that come out if they scrape against your board like that.
Ain't them bitches for fit people though? Like exercise and shit or not?
You
Oh,
say
what the
Yeezys?
fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're just hype trainers. Like there's
alright.
companies that make trainers and they're not trainers. Like this, they're just shit that make you look cool. Like the first Yeezy ones, the turtle doves, those are the ones that I really want. They're like the all black turtle doves that are like that are the knitted shoes and shit like that.
Oh, the black ones, like you talking about with the ones like around the bottom part?
Hold on.
Because like if those are the ones you're talking, I want those too.
Y'all niggas want some Yeezys.
I
Huh?
only want one
Yeezy
pair.
Yeezy turtle doves.
I only want one pair,
I ain't
and it's
gotta
the black
have-
ones.
Air Max Pro though, that was the shoe that I was hype about.
Air Max.
Yeah, because that's when I first started getting into athletic wear. And
These.
them bitches were clean.
I think I know what you're talking about because Air Maxes do be cold sometimes.
The next one.
The Yeezy Boost. That's Yeezy Boost 350.
If them
But,
what's the ones, I get the one with the red on.
But these are all Yeezy Boosts, but people call the knitted ones the turtle doves.
Okay.
But because that's the name for them. Like these bitches.
You said Air Max.
Those are the
Yeah,
ones I'm
these are the
talking
ones I
about.
want.
All the
So
ones.
they're technically they're Boost 350s, but they're turtle doves to niggas that actually know. If we were to pull it to round 2 again and ask them for turtle doves, they'd pull these out. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, right? I know these shoes go for at least 500 plus.
It's hard to find them though.
There's niggas that skateboard in these bitches because they don't care. But they have 14 other pairs of different shoes that are also
Like
super
neon
hype
green?
that they don't do that in.
True.
Because certain niggas that, especially if you're a skater that posts on Instagram of you skating, I know so many hype beast skaters that will, since they get money like that, they will show themselves in a Balenciaga hoodie, some fucking Palm Angel jeans, and then them wearing off-white Jordan 1s that go for almost $2K right now, and they're just skating in them leisurely.
Don't care.
Hitting trade because with you doing that shows what kind of status you are. That gets you more followers and more likes on social media.
True.
So when it comes to that, they know what they're doing because they can afford to do it.
Some niggas might be
So
bullshitting
you got these,
for the views.
and you was excited about getting
No,
them?
the niggas I've been watching, they can afford it because I see them in multiple different shoes almost every day. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like,
some
so
niggas are, but some niggas do be bullshitting.
that's fake until you make it, niggas, and that's easy to
Exactly,
point out.
exactly.
That's very easy to point out.
But one thing I want to add, you had a topic that you want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
What was that topic?
That one topic I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, so venturing off from sports and shoes and stuff like that. So
But
we
you ain't
were
never
talking
pick up
about
on
shit
the
like that.
green or nothing? Like the
We are
white
talking about the human races.
Yeah, I never picked up on the
Y'all talking about the human races? Air Maxes?
You went for the red no matter what.
Let me see.
These the ones he loved.
Ah, okay, yeah, trainers. Those
He
are
said-
those are still trainers.
He
Yeah.
said they the best tennis shoes he'd ever
Yeah.
played tennis in.
Yep. Oh, especially playing tennis. Yeah, those are definitely trainers. Hell yeah. So okay.
But that was before the research came out about them giving you shin splints.
Shin splints.
Really?
What is that?
I think it was the Nike G-Shock ones.
Yep, G-Shocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped wearing G-Shock. All right, so so venturing to a different topic, the other topic that I was mainly going to bring up. So this was another topic that I ended up venturing with Alex into after after me and my cousin got done talking. We were talking about music, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And me and him agreed that the 2000s after, like the start of the 2000s and after, like was the best time for all music.
2000 after or 2000 before?
I will say
2000s after.
I will say it's the best time for evolving music. Cause I feel like the 90s.
I mean, that still has to go with what we're saying.
Is the purest form, and then after this,
the purest form of what genre of music?
Of course, it's gonna be hip hop.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because we
Right,
also
right,
did
right.
that.
Yeah, I got
every year.
The
So if
2000s
you go,
opened more doors for sure.
I mean, not even that. That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to that, right? When the 60s was out, you had I think it was the 40s to 50s you had R&B. The 60s you had fucking rock and roll. You had like classic rock, hard rock, and all that shit. Like because that was in the time of like
Was
Def
Elvis-
Leppard and shit like that.
Was
That was
Elvis
in the,
considered rock or no?
who?
Elvis.
No,
No.
Pop?
he's pop. He's a pop.
Pop.
So when it comes to that, the rock era had like you know like
is Beatles considered rock?
No.
Yes, Elvis is rock.
Cause
Oh no, yeah, rock and roll, like regular classic rock and roll. Yes, he is the king of yes.
Well,
The
what is
Beatles-
classic rock and roll? Because I never hearing Elvis music. I never
I
consider
wouldn't know.
consider him like a
'cause even
rock and roll
all
artist.
of Elvis's music wasn't blues at all. Like it was mainly like upbeat, like dance, like club, like party, like that time of rock and roll club music.
I feel like that's pop music though.
Because jazz also had its own jazz. The jazz era was in the 30s.
I thought that was. Didn't they have another in the 70s too?
No, the 70s. That was the death of disco and the rising of hip hop.
when was Ray Charles' time?
What?
Elvis got his music from New Orleans, and New Orleans is the home of the
Home of the blues.
I swear that was like the
But
60s
then
and
how do you
70s.
end up being the king of rock and roll? Because I understand that you can start off with the
He's a
blues
white
and
guy?
venture into something else.
He's a white guy.
Because he probably took like jazz
Elements.
influences,
Elements,
and then
yeah.
incorporated that into okay, that makes sense. Then yeah, because Elvis's
culture
time
Right,
was.
jazz was also New Orleans.
Elvis
That's
is
what
a
I'm saying.
cultural.
But,
but,
jazz and blues kind of blew up during the kind of the same time, and
But,
that was during the 40s to 50s.
But I feel like
Because
jazz.
Elvis was in the 60s.
But I feel like jazz and blues had another reign in the time, and I feel like it was like in the 60s too.
No.
Like, when they came back.
Because 60s was
I feel like
disco.
whatever reign it was,
60s
it
was
was low
disco.
key.
Because disco,
Yeah.
because the 70s, no, 60s was rock, 70s was disco, 80s was the death of disco and the rising of hip hop, and then
Yeah.
hip hop flourished in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even in the Get Down they tell you that.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm
They
saying.
showed
So,
you the time frames.
that's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
Get
like
Downs.
Grandmaster.
Was the 60s.
Yes, and that was
Yes.
when a lot of white people were trying to get into jazz and blues music. Because they were using a lot of their background artists were a lot of black people.
Does anybody know when Ray Charles' time was?
Ray Charles's time was during the
Was that
uprising.
50s or 60s?
It was the late time of the R&B, so I would say that was the 50s, like the mid 50s.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying, like because the 40s to 50s was R&B, the 60s was rock, the 70s was disco. Disco died, and the uprising of hip hop started in the 80s, and then disco.
I feel like there were still other things within the 80s.
I would say
music
rock
realm.
kind of conquered the 60s to 70s because that's when you had Ozzy Osbourne, Def Leppard, you had Guns N' Roses, you had Slayer, you had a whole bunch of Metallica first coming up. You had all
when
these
was
old
Pink
bands.
Floyd in them?
Pink Floyd was also
Okay,
during that
okay.
time. You also had Pearl Jam, like all the Doors. You also had all they ruled the 60s to 70s, and then the 80s was disco. And then during the mid-time of disco, that's when it started to die, and then hip-hop started to pick up. And then
Speaking of disco, what was they have any like major artists like?
yeah, disco. Cause,
What was disco's major like artists?
I
like,
can't really give you a lot of disco
Because
major
isn't
artists. I
disco
don't-
like DJs?
No, disco. You had disco singers. You had disco bands and disco
really?
singers. I just don't know a lot of disco artists because I wasn't a disco fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Earth, Wind, and Fire wasn't a disco band.
that's not a disco.
That was
What are
that
they?
was a Motown. That was like more of like a funk band. They were a funk band.
Funk, yes. There was a lot
So
of funky
and
shit.
that's what I'm saying right there. Funk and disco were during the same time. 'Cause that was both like party club stuff. So I'm saying
Oh.
disco and funk ruled the.
But I always felt like
it's-
funk
it's-
was
what-
70s.
what-
Yeah,
what
no,
you
no,
said?
about 70s to 80s.
But it's like what you said. It's like disco died, but funk continued because. It's
No,
like,
not really. No, funk kind of also died, but it just kind of got incorporated with hip hop.
But that doesn't mean it died. It just evolved.
No,
You don't believe so?
Because
I believe
hip hop
it.
was its own thing. But
hip hop goes back to funk.
No, it doesn't. How?
All the samples that they use.
Just because you use samples doesn't mean
Like
that
they use hip hop used a lot of
Just
stuff
because
for
we
funk.
use samples does not mean that your genre made hip hop.
I didn't say it made it. I said it.
That's kind of what you're saying.
I said
What was
it
selected
evolved
made
to
hip-hop,
hip hop.
No, that's basically made you saying that the start of hip hop was funk. It wasn't. 'Cause no funk
I
artists are
don't
doing
believe
hip-hop
that.
music.
I don't believe what you.
It started with the breakdancers, honestly.
Okay, but b-boying was
I've listened to some funk like
a
artists,
performance
and I see a
to
lot
the
of hip hop
DJ shit.
influence
it was a
that comes from it.
It was a
Competition?
No, I'm trying to think of the fucking word. It was
like Ice Cube's
add-on
biggest
to
song.
hip-hop. Hip-hop had even in the Get Down they.
No, the
it
beginning
started
like
with the breakdancers and the DJs and the graffiti artists
Everybody
before
loves the
any
sunshine.
rap came up.
That song,
hip hop, honestly, like those
Ice
three are
Cube.
the top.
The
But
one
that's
that
the
was
thing,
in the
but
movie, the
that's where it
Compton movie.
started.
Those things didn't start with funk though.
No,
you see the Compton movie?
I'm not saying
then.
that. I'm
So
not saying
when it
that.
comes to hip hop,
or
in the late '80s,
I feel like
and
funk was
flourishing
just
through
in
the
Once you
90s.
hear it, you know what I'm
That's what
talking
I'm saying.
about.
Just listen to me.
Go ahead.
So when it comes, okay, Melly, just let me say this because we're all talking at the same time. And it's kind of fucking with the mics and stuff right now. So that's what I'm saying. So when it comes to this, the timeline that I just said, when it comes to that, disco and funk dying when it comes to the late '80s, they both died. Because even during that time you also had DJ Grandmaster Flash.
Yep,
you also
true.
had DJ Kool Herc and all them and shit like that sampling disco and also funk. That's why I wouldn't say that those things evolved into hip hop because you're saying that hip hop started with funk and disco and it didn't. Because no disco or funk artist went to hip hop. Yeah, they sampled hip hop and disco songs, but that didn't start it. DJ Grandmaster Flash was the first one to start mixing records and mixing songs together. So when it came to that, he started doing that at parties. And when it came to doing that at parties, MCs started coming on to the stage at that point. Because because the MCs were
What they call them?
even MCs.
What do you call them? A wordsmith?
Yeah, they called them. They were first called hype men.
Oh, okay.
The MC hyped the DJ up. The MC would be
And
like,
hype the
put
crowd
your
up.
hands in the
Yeah.
air. Hey, oh, we got DJ Kool Herc on the bundle fucking tracks right now. I'm your MC. And but he wouldn't spit anything. He literally just get the crowd hyped.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But out of that, you also had kids. Say if this was like a lot party. If we're in the middle of like not a lot. What is it called? A fucking alleyway party.
Oh.
Because they were throwing alleyway parties at that time. Say if we're throwing an alleyway party, right? And you got DJ Kool Herc or DJ Grandmaster Flash on DJ, and then you got an MC during that time coming up, hyping the crowd up. You got kids on each of these brick walls doing graffiti, doing cool art, all that shit. You got kids doing drugs and stuff like that. You got B-boys breakdancing to what the dudes mixing and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Yes, breakdancing came from funk, but that's what I'm saying.
The way that you just described that is delinquency, pure delinquency.
Oh yes, yeah, because hip hop was delinquency back then. Hip hop was pure delinquency back then.
Trying to express themselves?
But it's rebelliousness. That's what it was.
Rebellion.
They always
To the government, to the people,
For
to
the
the white
people.
person.
Okay,
the-
the society.
Yeah, nigga.
like
You mean like to the fans?
what
or
like
no.
what he was saying is
Well,
like,
no, it's
rebelling against,
well. I mean,
like-
to these kids' families during that time of the parents of these kids wanting them to stay inside, stay in the books, and not go do dumb shit.
Yeah.
They were also rebelling against the parents and the government because that's what it took.
why did you think that like a lot of people was like, I don't want you to listen to that hip hop crap, it's like blah blah blah. They see all that stuff because it's like
Because they
it
didn't
was kind of
understand it.
rebellious.
That's all.
It was kind of rebellious, like especially like when
But
when hip
when
hop
it
got
comes to
its-
hip hop, but niggas don't say that about rock. Because I know there's a rebellious stage with them
because
niggas.
even though we made
What,
rock,
they
rock
grew
was
up with it?
heavily adopted by white people, and no, they were also saying that about rock during one time too. White Christians were calling rock the devil's music.
that
So,
was very
like,
true.
So what are you talking about? They also had the discrimination in rock too.
I had my question was
Even my
legit.
dad had
Whatever
to
the
stop
fuck
listening
I
to
had
rock music
said.
because of all the devil shit they were talking about in it. Even though my dad's not a Christian, it's like when I turned on "Number of the Beast" by Iron Maiden, he had me turn that shit right the fuck off.
But that's what my answer was because they don't understand it.
You said what?
I said my answer is
Yeah,
they don't
the same
understand
thing.
it.
See, but that's what I'm saying. But that's also rebellion.
True.
If I was into, I was a big rock head when I was a kid.
I can
My
see that.
dad got me into rock music because he was showing me like Living Color. This nigga was showing me Metallica because but Metallica's like chill music and shit like that. The nigga was showing me fucking some of Ozzy Osbourne stuff because even though some of these niggas were looked at not really as devil worshippers, my dad understood legends in their craft. So when it came to that, my dad would show me like because Living Color was an all black band. So when it came
That's
to
dope.
that, my dad even showed me some punk artists because black people rules punk. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, his thing that he liked the most about rock music was the drums.
Oh.
Like how fast the niggas would be at drums and shit like that. And that's
Really?
what eventually got me into screamo music.
Gotcha.
Because like I was heavy into screamo when I was in middle school, bro. I turned emo for a little while. Sure. Please.
You just don't want it?
I plucked out what I wanted already.
Gotcha. So what is that, trim?
Yeah, you just dump it right there. Just dump it right there.
Or is the same shit?
But what your question
He
is,
said I got all everything
what
I
you're
wanted
saying
to
be
pluck out.
that
Another
You
one.
got the best shit out of.
what
Oh,
to me
okay.
what
I
you're
forget
saying
if
is
you
that
have that shit in there too, yeah.
the 2000 before
Oh, okay.
music has more legends and more classics, but does that make it better?
Wait. Say that again?
You said what you saying, like classic music, like 2000s before
Yeah,
has more
my
legends in like.
2000s comment, I wouldn't say it has more legends. The reason I say that it was the best time for all music because of the timeline I just said. Each realm of music had their own era where they ruled it, and it was just that realm of music: R&B, rock, disco, funk, hip hop. They all had their
I feel
realms
like
of where they ruled.
the 2000s are questionable because of their like to me the 2000s is just too vast.
Okay, but that's why I'm saying it's the
too
best
vast.
time for all music. Because
Right.
me and Alex looked up a timeline of what came out on the start of the 2000s.
It's
from
not fair.
2020.
You'd have to give a cutoff.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
When it comes to that, it wasn't one genre ruling from the start of the 20s
Right.
to now.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying that it was the best time for all music.
Because yes.
everybody had their time where they had their own times of blowing up heavy.
Yes.
Because what Alex said, you had Outkast coming out, you had Nelly, you had Adele coming out during that time, you had fucking
But I feel like
My
Outkast
Chemical
was
Romance
90s,
coming out during
wasn't
that
they?
time, you had Panic at the Disco coming out during that time. And you see how I'm saying rock bands that we all grew up listening to.
True.
We also grew up with LL Cool J, we grew up with fucking Run DMC.
C.
We grew up with all these niggas who were flourishing during the 20s, but it was so many other genres that we all vastly listened to that were popping off heavy the start of the 2000s. The Gorillaz, they were a multi-genre band that blew up in 1999, and the start of the 2000s, they were blowing up even more and more as the years were going on.
Outkast is 91.
Okay, but they started blowing up even more and more during the 2000s.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. You had so many other artists in different genres when the start of the 2000s came that were all blowing up in their own categories.
I feel like it's too hard to even like to say
How is that
that
hard?
about the 2000s because the 2000s still has about 22 years.
But
And
what do you
the
mean? I
90s
literally just
ended
said
at
7 different decades almost.
But I'm saying like that's such a long period of time.
We only been
compared
through
to
2
only
decades,
10
James.
years.
We've only been through
And
2
then
decades. The 90s is
And
what are
then
you
another
talking about?
10
That's,
years.
I
Well,
literally
I-
just
And
said
then
what-
another 10
what,
years.
from the
Everything
hip hop
was
to
separate before the 2000s.
What I have to
that's what
say,
I'm
and
saying,
the 2000s put everything together.
what I have to
bro,
say,
but then you're agreeing with what I'm saying.
with
Because like I said,
I'm
before,
just saying it's hard to
before-
compare because this is so.
No, it's
grand
not.
to
No, it's
compare.
not. Because with me saying
And it
the
don't stop.
timeline, when it's saying the timeline, right? With that timeline before the 2000s, each genre that
Had
we
their
said,
time.
okay,
Yeah.
right? But you also still had other genres coming out with music, and they were also popping during their times, but not heavier than the people in that genre. When rock died and disco and funk started picking up, who the fuck was going to watch Metallica if the hottest disco star was at your club down the street?
Did rock ever die though?
Yes, that's why I'm saying that when rock died, disco and funk rose
I
up.
always feel like rock is one
That's
of those
literally what they
ones
said
that
in. That's
never
literally what they said
died.
in the Get Down. They showed us the timeline.
But what I have to say is like, with what you explained that back in the day, 2000s and earlier.
Did pop kill rock?
Good question.
Disco and pop were kind of the same thing also, because disco was evolved into pop because it was the most popular thing during that time. So yes, pop and disco killed rock music, and then
Yes.
pop, disco, and funk blew up, and then what killed that?
And
Hip-hop.
it's like but what I that goes in what that goes into what I was
Seems like
what I was about to
it's like
say.
a machine that handles itself.
All genres
Yeah.
are machines that handles themselves.
I
But-
think rock,
but-
I mean,
What
rap
are you
needed-
talking about?
needed
Nigga, when Whitney Houston was
every
coming out, she was
character.
ruling the R&B game, and she was running that basically almost herself. Whitney Houston.
But
When Whitney Houston and also when Bobby went solo, they were running the R&B game. What are you talking about? Every genre had their heavy hitters. What are you talking about? That doesn't mean that the shit didn't die. What?
Well,
I feel like rock still handled itself. Like rap was trying to.
Then you would also say that blues also handled itself. That jazz also handled itself. They also died.
But wait,
so what are you saying?
What you saying? It's like basically,
it's like popularity. Like
that's what it means by dying. That's what dying means.
To me, rock is like the.
They're still pretty popular, but during that time, they weren't popular. They weren't popular than that genre. They were popular in their genre of music, yeah, but they weren't popular. But that genre was not more popping than disco and funk when it came out.
But that all right. Like a
say if we were all living during the dying of rock and the uprising of disco, funk, and pop, right? I bet you more than half of us, especially all of our friends, would have probably started venturing into from rock and going into and probably getting into disco, funk, and pop because during that time they were ruling the party scene. We would if we were young kids during that time, we'd be going to a lot of parties. All these parties are playing disco, pop, and funk music because that's what gets everybody dancing and jumping.
But that's why fucking what's that song that made? What's that group that made fucking?
The Furious Five.
What? Yeah, rock.
A long reign right there, by the
rock.
The
70s, the rock ruled the 70s. That's what I said. The rock ruled the 70s into the 80s.
But
and this was around and 5 to 6 years before this is when he started gaining depression because the band wasn't doing that good. That's why his drummer left and made Foo Fighters. The drummer from Nirvana is the lead singer of the Foo Fighters. He left 5 years before this. Because the band was going down. Like I said, 70s to 80s, the rock ruled.
But like
when the 80s came, pop, funk, and pop happened.
But like I was saying, it's like back in the day, like before the 2000s, like each.
And then since hip hop ruled, ruled since the 90s, the 90s now. But since the 2000s, every other genre that had their solo times are all colliding together and all having their own blow ups since. And I give pop that because pop kind of put all of these things into one because pop just means popular.
Right.
Once you become popular, you become a pop artist.
Got you.
All American Rejects popped when we 2005. We were all in middle school. That's what I'm saying. But they were a rock band. But they're a pop rock band because they became popular. Linkin Park became a pop rock band because they became popular during the time we were all in middle school.
Basically,
so
what's
pop
on the
music
Billboard
became a
if you're top 20 on Billboard, you're pop. Basically.
Right.
So basically, pop artists became a.
Yeah.
But rock continues to be like.
So if you're a pop,
because you got new niggas making new shit.
Modern.
Fucking Bring Me the Horizon. Bring Me the Horizon, the screamo band, but they blew up in like 2012, 2013. That's what I'm saying. But I knew people who were still listening to hip hop. I was also listening to hip hop, but niggas were still listening to heavy to screamo music. But at one point, before Bring Me the Horizon fully came out, I was listening to heavy to fucking D12 and fucking Eminem. You know what I'm saying? But I was also listening to fucking John Legend. I was listening to fucking Bob Marley. I was listening to LL Cool J and John Mayer. I'm listening to different genres of artists because they all were popping during that time.
One question. After 2000, would you say that you saw a more of mix of genres? Like you saw of like.
What do you mean? Like subgenres inside of genres?
Yeah, like that would happen more. After the 2000s.
You have to because
like we saw in the before 2000s, it was like this group of genre, this group, and now we see more of like them combining together.
With me saying the 2000s thing, that has to go with that because, like I said, pop realmed everybody in the 2000s together because once you become popular, you're a pop artist. So, to that sense, you have to make it a subgenre of your genre plus pop because you're popular in your genre. Pop rock means you're popular in rock music. Pop rap means you're popular in rap music.
And then you might
pop R&B means you're popular in R&B.
And say if you
rock faded in the 90s.
Thank you.
But like
Thank you.
But you
faded like a motherfucker in the 90s.
You see like rock. like
Thank
rock culture itself faded, but you see like pop rock.
I didn't say it, bro.
Pop rock bands would still be around. Like you see, like people thought it was so crazy that
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Jay-Z and Linkin Park made a song together.
I would say rock and roll, classic rock, and heavy metal are all dying. Because a lot of these younger kids are starting to get into like screamo, fucking headbang metal. You got bands like Sleeping with Sirens and Bullet for My Valentine, Pierce the Veil. They do pop rock.
Wow.
Like it'll always be around.
Yeah, but it's not going to be popular like how it used to be.
A much smaller percentage of like if we use award ceremonies as an example.
Yep.
How many rock stars are getting awards now for music?
Not at all, really.
It's more of like
other than the Hall of Fame.
It's like pop artists and maybe hip hop artists.
It's pop rock artists because like my
that have been
Kenny,
around for a while.
Kenny's a perfect example. Kenny's blowing up so hard because he's like the new young solo black rock star right now. Especially with him getting, I don't know if he signed to Travis Barker's label right now, but him getting the mixtape with Travis Barker and him doing the shit with Willow. That's what I'm saying.
Which Kenny we talking about?
Kenny Hoopla, my boy from Oshkosh. So when it comes to that, right? Because he also blew up in a state because here in Wisconsin, a lot of people try to blow up in rap music.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of rock shit.
Right.
He was kind of doing like half hip hop, half rock and shit, but slid more to the rock side. So once everybody started seeing he got to play, because he got first played on Beats Radio before anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So when everybody started hearing shit on Beats Radio, he started getting a whole bunch of interviews. He got an interview from Zane Lowe.
Ooh.
While he was literally walking into his house from his car.
Really?
Yes, because I saw the interview and it was crazy.
What?
I was like, so when it came to that, he also got an MTV interview.
Nice.
And for him to call you while you're literally walking into your crib.
That is crazy.
Like, that's crazy, bro. Like
that's the shit you like.
Really?
Fuck out of you ain't calling.
But Kenny's smart because he knows that Zane Lowe, especially at that time of him blowing up, that would have done him very, very good numbers. Yeah. So especially at that, when it comes to him, he's making his rock music sounds like Bring Me the no. Sounds like Blink-182 mixed with My Chemical Romance. It's like shit that we grew up on in the early 2000s.
You like that
song? So that's why he's so popular now because it's nostalgia. And he's also a young black kid popping in rock music now. So you also see MGK venturing. You also see MGK venturing out of hip hop going into rock music.
Yep, we already know he gone.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, but he used Kenny doing the same thing. He used Kenny to be a guest on his one biggest rock tour that he was gonna do.
MGK.
Yes, because I didn't know
that's a big move.
That's
I didn't
a very
know that Kenny
big
was
move.
born in Cleveland. I didn't know that.
What?
So yeah. So
Did you know where he was beforehand? Like...
No, Kenny was born in Cleveland. Then when he was a small ass.
Kenny's born in Cleveland.
Kenny was born in Cleveland, and then he moved to Oshkosh.
That'd be hard because they both from Cleveland.
Yeah. That's why he did it.
Damn.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, he kind of cool for doing that, but I see what MGK's trying to do to
give MGK brought him on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like MGK's using Kenny for him being the new like hot young black rock star. Since he's also from Cleveland, he's kind of doing that to get him more into the rock scene, which is kind of annoying to me, but. It bigs up Kenny.
It's like a good look.
It's a good look.
It bigs up Kenny like a motherfucker. So like
he's
all happy about Kenny getting his due diligence when what he has. Like that's beautiful stuff.
Like it's an opportunity that like people don't see.
Machine is done, or at a plateau, or he good. He cool.
He cool. Like I've seen.
Because I just feel like he like just on the fame shit right now. With him and his girl and whatnot going on. Now you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of deal with that more than accolades Shia. For the music.
Yes, everyone thought she was gonna get with Shia LaBeouf actually, which is funny from that movie.
I don't know. I heard that nigga crazy, so. I hear that nigga crazy.
I don't think he crazy. I don't think he crazy. I never thought he's crazy. I feel like
nigga when he did you will not divide us thing, bro. That shit was beautiful.
I just feel like he just don't fuck with the bullshit.
Twigs or Figs or whatever old girl name is.
Bitches be crazy, bro.
I guess.
You also gotta talk. We're also talking about one of the greatest Disney Channel actors that has ever been.
And speaking of Disney Channel actor, the one that hasn't been on serious drugs, nigga drink and smoke weed.
You don't know if he ain't been on.
No, he said that he had to go to rehab for cocaine.
But out of all of them,
I bet he be going wild.
He's
not anymore.
He's one of the ones. He's one of the ones that actually brought themselves back, and not a lot of them do that.
That nigga, bro.
Where he been at? Why he ain't been in the movie?
Because he's been chilling. It's Shia LaBeouf. He's been acting since he was 11.
I get it.
That nigga's what?
just
Almost in his
asking, though.
40s now.
I'm
Nigga,
just
he can chill if he
asking,
wants
though.
to.
That was
You
his
talking
passion.
about Shia? You talking about
Mr. Wall
Shia?
Street. What are you talking
Shia
about?
LaBeouf.
Yes.
Where's the shorty
Wall Street.
that was in the show? Even Stevens with him. Where is she?
She ain't on shit
She
now.
probably. She probably.
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? You can't answer that question. The shorty. She's a mom.
Yeah, that too. That happens.
Shia LaBeouf's dad.
She
But
can't
it's-
still act.
it's-
What's the last thing that she been in?
What's the difference?
What's the last thing she been in?
I don't know.
She either
I be
black
seeing
blew
women
up with a kid.
just post their kids and
LaBeouf.
post.
No,
you
the
know.
shorty that was in Even Stevens with
Shia LaBeouf, his
with
sister.
him, his sister. What is she?
Because the most popular chick, I would say the most popular chick from Disney Channel would be Lizzie McGuire or Hannah Montana.
Or
Hey,
Raven.
hey. One
Mine
thing.
is Raven losing her credibility.
One thing-
No, that's what
one-
I'm saying, Lizzie McGuire or Hannah Montana.
One thing I want to
Yeah,
say.
it's Hannah Montana. For
is-
sure.
Thank you.
She's number one.
Shout out,
McGuire's definitely second.
shout out
Yeah.
Hillary Duff.
No, she's not. She's top
She's
10,
okay.
but not top 5.
I didn't.
She's okay.
Did I say she's top
Charmaine,
5?
Charmaine,
I just said. I just said.
like spot 8.
I just said shout.
Nowhere near spot
I
5.
said shout her out
Oh,
because
when
she's a
Tintin would be
great.
Spot
Oh,
6 if we're counting actors.
What about Selena
Actresses.
Gomez?
Selena go.
Or nah?
She's top 20. She ain't top 10.
Cause her Waverly Hills
She's top
performance
20,
was
she's not
great.
Top 10.
Alright.
She was only in that.
Could it
Then
get
it's Miley,
possible?
no matter what. Miley's number one.
Okay,
So Miley's
that's still
1,
good.
so who's 2?
Yo,
Lizzie
hey,
McGuire. And then 3,
I feel like Lizzie ain't even doing
I would say
enough.
Raven. Raven's 3.
I feel like I'm putting Raven at 2. Fuck
no,
that.
No.
I'm putting Raven at 2. Cause she too versatile. She. Well, no, she only had one show. I can't say that. She only had one show.
Okay.
So we doing top
Lizzie
5?
had shows
if
and
we're gonna
movies.
count in the Cheetah Girls,
We gonna go.
Who
with
you
two.
gotta count?
she's 3/2. If we're counting in Cheetah Girls,
Who's
I'm gonna
number
give it to
one?
Lindsay because she
that's
had
Raven.
movies.
I mean
Huh?
Raven. She's in Cheetah Girls. She was in all
Oh.
4 Cheetah Girls.
No,
Can we
who's number
consider,
1?
Lindsay Lohan.
Miley Cyrus.
My.
What?
Can we consider Lindsay Lohan?
She'd be 4.
No.
She's.
Lindsay Lohan.
I give her 5.
She's. Why y'all don't fuck with
Okay,
her?
no, okay, all
I
right.
give her 5. I give her 5.
Why?
Why?
I give her
All
5.
the movies
She's
she's
good,
done
but
on-
to me, like out of all
She's
the other
the
ones,
coldest.
she's
What?
5. 5. She's
Y'all
5.
tripping.
She deserves to be in the top 5, but
Y'all
she doesn't
fucking
deserve to be
tripping.
number
She's
that.
never had a show. All she's had is movies on Disney Channel.
Who?
Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan, Miss Congenial, Mean Girls, motherfucking.
Mean Girls was not a Disney movie.
Movie.
All right, I'll give you that.
So she only had 1.
No, the other one.
So 3, because she was
Yeah.
playing herself in all 3 of them.
She's a
Who?
mom.
Who?
Even Stevens, the shorty we talking
okay,
about.
that makes
But she did do Kim Possible, so I
She
give her
also
that.
did the Princess movie. Fucking.
This bitch even played motherfucking
I forgot
Marilyn
Princess
Monroe. Like what on Lifetime?
That's not
like,
Disney though. We're
I'm
talking
just
about
saying.
Disney.
I'm
We're
just
talking
saying
about
our
Disney
form.
rankings.
I'm just saying our
We're
performance.
talking
So
about
let
Disney.
me just look
okay,
up her
you're talking
shit
about
right now.
performances after she left Disney. We're talking about Disney
Her
performances.
shit were- all right.
She didn't play Marilyn Monroe on fucking Disney.
No.
I'm about to fucking say you're tripping. Like boy, they get sued. Nigga, the fuck are you talking about?
I give her 5.
Yes.
I don't see her.
No
high.
one's beating Hannah. Bro, you got me fucked
Okay,
up. If
no-
anyone's beating
nobody's
Hannah Montana for
beating
the number
Hannah
1 spot.
Montana,
Okay
but-
then. So why? So what
But
spot are we
I'm
arguing?
giving
What spot are we
Lindsay
arguing?
two. I'm giving
Because
Lindsay
number 1's
two
off the table.
because Lindsay had the.
And number
I feel
2's
like she
even
had
off the
a
table
lot
because
of
if
movies.
you're not putting fucking Lindsay McGuire at number 2, you're fucking tripping. So what? So she's fighting for number 3?
Isn't Lindsay
What
McGuire?
does
Isn't-
Lindsay
hey.
McGuire have other than she has a 1 show and 1 movie?
Isn't that Hillary Duff?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
bitch I was.
She's got
That's the
Freaky
one I was
Friday.
talking about the
She's
entire
got the-
time.
Yeah, Hillary Duff gets
She's
number
got-
3.
She's got Herbie. She's got Get a Clue. Get a Clue is a good ass movie. Don't be lying about that.
And
Stop.
hey,
She's
one
got
thing I gotta say.
Eyes.
Get a clue.
She's
Was
got-
you're naming some mid-ass movies,
Full
bro.
ass.
Hey.
Herbie Fully Loaded was the
Stop.
only decent one, bro.
Stop.
What are we
Hey.
talking about?
Hey, if we
Like,
one
what?
thing,
Because
one
you
thing,
got the,
Let me see how this. You're tripping. You're fucking tripping.
and one thing I gotta
Hell
say
nah, bro.
about Hillary
Freaky
Duff.
Friday was
She
okay. That was
stacked,
nice.
too.
That was good. The Parent Trap was good.
Good.
Herbie Fully Loaded was
That's
good.
2 of
Get a
her.
Clue was aight.
What?
Lifestyle was aight. Beauty and the Beast was trash. Mary Poppins was
She
fucking
wasn't even
trash.
in
So I don't know why she was in it. Frozen, I didn't watch Frozen. Alice in Wonderland, didn't watch it. Sleeping Beauty, didn't watch it. The Great, what? Bro, after what? 4 movies, it's
That's
ass.
still
4 movies, it's ass.
So Lindsay got a 1 show,
It's because who lives
1
in
show,
McGuire
1
is.
movie, and y'all putting that
And
over
whoa, Get a
4
Clue is
good
not a
movies.
Disney movie.
It's on the fucking list. You saw it.
Those are all Disney movies?
That's what I said. Lindsay Lohan Disney movie.
But Hillary Duff stacked though.
Okay, well, even with that, most of those are mid. More than half that list is 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 mid.
Cool, bro.
More than half that list is mid.
Like, give Lindsay Lohan a holiday movie. That's all you gonna do. But give, give Hillary Duff a holiday movie, but you gonna give Lindsay Lohan a serious one.
5.
That's cool. Fuck it.
Like Dave Chappelle said in the skit. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like, bro, she's top 5.
That's what I give her.
Top
5.
Whatever.
5. That's what she gets. Lindsay Lohan gets a 5.
Whatever, nigga.
If we're saying 6, then I would say Sharpay, probably, maybe.
Who the fuck is Sharpay?
What about Selena Gomez?
She lucky to even get in the 10th spot, boy.
Who?
Fucking Selena fucking Gomez. Oh no.
She only had one really good performance, but that Wizardly went from
that gets her top 20. That doesn't give her top 10.
That was still amazing.
She gets like spotlight 12.
That's her show.
She gets spot 12. Like, I'll give her that. No, I can't say her either, kind of, because she only had one show that didn't last that long.
Who?
I would say because of where she is now, then. Zendaya gets.
I knew you were gonna say her name.
Zendaya.
What does Zendaya have?
Shake It Up. Shake It Up was very popular.
Shake It Up.
Shake It Up was very popular.
Never seen it.
Give me one more, cause that's when she's younger, right?
Yeah, that was the only show.
All right.
She started out as a Disney star. She was a Disney star.
I thought that was the jump.
Shake It Up. No, that's Courtney Blue and fucking Keke Palmer, nigga. Oh my Jesus. Oh, now you don't want to rank niggas in you don't want to rank niggas in Disney. Oh hell no. Because if we rank niggas in Disney, Troy Bolton getting number 1.
Who that?
Who?
I don't remember the nigga name.
I gotta say his name.
Fucking Zac Efron, y'all.
Oh, Zac Efron.
Zac Efron gets the number 1 spot if we're talking about any nigga from Disney.
Nigga, I don't
watch. What the fuck y'all saying?
Okay, I wouldn't disagree with that. I want to know where would you place Zach and Cody?
Dylan and Cole Sprouse. They both have to share the same spots.
That's what exactly. That's why I'm getting together.
They get 5. They get spot 5. They get their spot 5.
Because I fuck with them and actors. I was like pretty cool.
So 2 after Zach would go. I can't say Corbin because that.
I was gonna ask about Corbin.
That nigga didn't get.
He didn't do as much.
So fuck. What was Homeboy's name? Oh, Sharpay's brother. The dude who was in that Halloween, the couple Halloween specials and all of
But hey,
fucking
one person I'm gonna ask, change screen. Orlando Brown, even though he had his little
because he only had one show.
But his ability.
And he's a side character. I'm talking about main characters. Everyone I'm saying is main characters.
Yeah, okay, main characters.
There's this. I don't know if y'all are gonna be getting into investing soon.
What?
I might have some inside information with an app that can help you.
I'm down.
Getting information on like what stocks and cryptos are trending on Reddit right now.
That's something I need to know.
Social sentiment tracking. It's what banks and stuff have started to do. What happened with GameStop and AMC.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
So they get the inside scoop of what's about to happen before it happens. Okay.
This app hasn't come out yet, and right now I'm 466 on the wait list.
Oh, so they have a waiting list. What's it called?
Yeah, I got to send you the link.
Oh, send me the link. Yeah, send me the link for that. Because if there's a waiting list.
Would you also like the link for that?
What?
It's a new app that's coming out for tracking the social sentiment on Reddit. So like,
Didn't you have some?
I think I gave him the last one.
I thought you had 2 packs on here on the table.
Because the app.
There was only 2.
It's like a
two. One in each pack.
There's a word for it.
I can really enjoy something though. But yeah. So I'd say all y'all kind of agree with me though on the 2000s thing though, because we literally just all those facts.
I agree.
Bro, I literally just said almost 6 decades of music. What are we talking about? It's only been 2 decades since the 2000s. 20 years other than 60? What are you talking about? We're in 2022. Nigga, I said start this time. The timeline of the before the 2000s. I started it from the fucking 40s. 40s to the 50s. That was R&B.
So
50s to 60s. I would say 50s to 60s. That was rock. And then 60s to 70s. No. 50.
Wait, what? Okay.
I would
your
agree
argument,
because
that the 2000s was the best time
music.
for all music.
I already said that, but
I
like,
feel,
you still
I
got
agree
20
because like
years of
I normally
music.
go
Oh,
back.
but you're like,
I normally go
Other
back.
than the 60 years of other genres,
But I'm not.
their solo times. Okay.
No, they only had 10 though.
But I'm counting all of this time in the span.
Oh,
of
you're just counting all
one time
that.
getting his time, one time
This
getting his time, one
versus
time getting
that.
his time, one time getting his time, one time getting his time, and now from 2000s on,
Right. It's
been
only
all
20
music
years.
getting their time.
Right.
That's
But
what I'm trying to say.
But I agree.
Like,
I agree with you saying, like, because when you normally go back, people our age was like, what music would you use? Go back, look at. They mostly say 2000s earlier.
Yeah.
Like R&B, old hip hop. You know what I'm saying? There might be some music that they listen to, but it's probably like from 2000 to 2010 that they go back and listen to.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why the 2000, like when people go to clubs and they have like 90s or 2000s night, mostly 2000s nights go harder than 90s night do, because 2000s is most of the time that we all grew up in.
And like they're playing songs from probably
We
like,
grew up during mostly the 2000s, so
and it's probably a short period of time that is 2000. It's like from 2000 probably maybe 2012, 13 at most.
Shit, like I don't listen to LL Cool J no fucking more. He grew
So
up in the
it's
90s.
and it's like
fuck?
and like if they're playing
I
certain
think he blew up in the 80s.
and
Well, he flourished in the 90s. No, because that was during the disco era.
but what song
He
if
blew
from
up in the 90s.
what song from the
LL
90s
Cool J definitely.
what song in the 90s would you really pull up right now for a club scene?
Hey Ya probably. Fucking. The fucking. Time to jump on it.
Jump on it.
That shit, but that's really it. Like
uh,
that shit boring now. Like people want to hear Pooh Shiesty and fucking Lil Uzi and fucking Playboy Cardi now, and that shit that actually gets clubs turned.
But I say it depends on the situation. For me, if I was going to a club, I want to hear that shit. If I'm going
I'm
just
not
chilling,
trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
if it club
If you're a
scene.
DJ and you're mixing songs together, mix recent music. Don't go back to old shit.
No, that's what I'm
not trying to
saying,
dance like
and
that.
that's what I'm saying. But if I'm at the crib chilling, I'll
I
probably.
want these bitches to shake some ass. I'm not trying to have niggas
that's
salsa or dance. I'm not trying to have bitches shake ass.
But if I'm chilling at the crib, I'll probably go.
Okay,
back.
that's different. We're not talking about chilling at the crib. We're talking about being at the club. If I'm at the club, I want a bitch to shake her ass. I don't want
Okay,
her
so
dancing to some 90s shit like we're at it's like we're in the fucking 60s. No, like I want you to shake your ass. So put on that little Uzi, and I want these bitches to shake that ass.
So that was that the question at first?
That's literally. No, I don't. There wasn't really a question.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're just voicing our opinions and shit.
Okay, but yeah, if
but
you're
when
in the
it comes,
club, yeah. So you want to hear
why
some
do you
more.
Why do you think during the 16 to 19 Boat, Pump, Uzi and all them are blowing up? Because literally QC even said the club scene was blowing up. Everybody was going to the club. Everybody was going to strip clubs. Everybody was going to clubs. Everybody wanted to hear club music. So what's playing in strip clubs? And
That shit, that turned up shit.
Migos, Lil Boat, Lil Yachty, fucking Kodak Black, fucking like all these new niggas.
But one thing
they get clubs turned.
But one thing they did say, like I've heard this before, that strip clubs will play newer artists because, like, especially in Atlanta.
Yeah, newer artists that fit that vibe.
Because it fits the vibe of the club. So a lot of niggas blow up because of the strip club scenes because they see the club get popping.
They make club scene music.
Yeah.
They're not gonna play non-club scene music in the club. You think they're gonna play fucking Adele at a strip club?
Like imagine hear this.
That don't make no sense.
Imagine imagine oh happy day in the strip club. You're not gonna hear that in the strip club. You're not gonna hear like that type of shit.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna want to hear shit. You're gonna want to hear stuff that you know that you resonate with. That's gonna be in current time. That's not gonna be old. Because once the nigga starts getting to old shit, that's just gonna show that you're only gonna be attending to the old people that are in here. Like, but now if your ass plays some now the oldest I say you can go, the oldest I can say you could go, I would say is fucking I say Soulja Boy. That's the oldest you can fucking go. Soulja Boy Crank That is the oldest you can go. If you play anything before that, I'm leaving the fucking club.
What about Bow Wow?
Some Pooh Shiesty or something.
What about Bow Wow?
No, because that's even older than Soulja Boy. That's like little Bow Wow. You just don't know the way you move. No, that's no.
What about Fresh in My Biz?
That's Hurricane Chris, is it?
No, that's Bow Wow, nigga.
Wait, what song are you saying?
Fresh in My Biz.
All the Bow Wow songs came out before Crank That.
So you could play Fresh in My Biz is in the club.
Def Jam, Sign Cool J. Look up the time that LL Cool J sold the most copies, and that will be the time that he blew up. Because he's definitely sold more than 100,000 at one point. But that's what I'm saying.
At one point, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So that would mean that that's when he blew up.
But that shit still was.
You're talking about when he freshly got signed. So you're telling me he got signed halfway into the 80s. So that means probably during the 90s is when he dominantly blew up.
That's what he made Mama Say Knock You Out.
What, in the 90s?
True.
I believe so.
Thank you. And and everybody was playing that song. So that's what I'm saying. He blew up during the 90s.
That song was kind of trash. Not gonna lie.
Well, during the time, it was alright. But yeah,
it was alright.
I don't listen to none of these niggas anymore.
It was
So
cool.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it was cool.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. When it comes to now, bro, that's what I'm saying. The 2000s beyond, nigga, you had ghetto ass niggas listening to My Chemical Romance, bro. You had ghetto ass niggas listening to Oh, What Imagine, and I'm like, nigga, what are we talking about? Nigga, like, and then at the same time you had niggas putting on Bob Marley. At the same time you had niggas listening to.
Oh, you also had there's one
different
song.
Genres all blowing up in their different places.
There was another song.
All getting the same love. That's what I'm saying.
There was another song that most niggas know that they once they hear it they always gotta say, you take my heart to pieces. You are my last resort.
All the white head boy band metal.
But hey,
Slipknot,
the niggas know that song.
Korn were blowing up heavy during the 2000s.
At least
because they were incorporating hip hop shit into their rock music. Also,
niggas at least know one rock song.
Nigga, Jay-Z literally made 3 songs with Linkin Park. Like, what are we talking about? So did Busta Rhymes. He also made a couple songs with some rock bands.
I thought he made an album with the niggas.
Even better, nigga. Keep adding to what I'm saying.
What songs? What songs did
and more genres started to blow up and have their own stances in the world. Period.
What songs did Busta Rhymes do with rock bands?
You said what?
What songs did Busta Rhymes do with rock bands?
I swear he did. I
don't remember the names of
or something like that, or fucking.
I know Jay-Z's, but I don't remember no Busta's.
Oh, okay. But even with that, the start of the 2000s was literally the start where all genres can stand with all genres. R&B can stand with rock. Rock can stand with hip hop. Hip hop can stand with country. Country can stand with disco. Disco can stand with.
And they started combining together.
Everybody had their own avenues where everyone was blowing up in their avenues.
And they could work together too.
Nigga, Adele started blowing up in 2007, and Adele has been that bitch since then. I was like, I know grown niggas who listen to Adele, who you don't even listen to bitches sing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Adele's that shit.
Everybody listens to something different than what they actually listen to. True. I've gotten so many people into fucking you don't know how many people I've gotten to seductive jazz music.
Seductive jazz.
The internet is a seductive jazz band. Everyone fucking loves the internet. Everyone loves Sid the Kid's voice.
Yeah, I imagine.
Frank Ocean is a seductive R&B artist. Niggas love Frank Ocean. Even after the nigga came out as gay, niggas are still listening to that nigga.
He's cold though.
Exactly my points. And that nigga was writing for other people in other genres.
Yeah. He
was writing for R&B artists. He was writing for some rock singers and shit like that. The nigga was doing all kinds of shit. That's what I'm saying, because you could, at that time when the start of the 2000s, you could blow up in whatever you wanted to do. You just had to be the top nigga in that thing. Linkin Park was running the rock game when they were in the early 2000s. If you made a song with Linkin Park as a hip hop nigga trying to get into rock music, you got it. Mm-hmm. That song gonna blow the fuck up. Slipknot also had their time when they was running shit. Disturbed also had their time when they was running shit. But that was all during the 2000s. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. But I could also say Hurricane Chris had his time during that time.
Everybody.
Soulja Boy had his time during that time. That's what I'm saying. Like,
everybody got a chance.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. Rascal Flatts had their time during that time.
Rascal who?
Rascal Flatts, because they were making songs with Nelly.
I thought you were saying Roscoe Dash.
Mm-hmm. Roscoe Dash. I was a heavy Roscoe Dash fan coming up as a kid. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm just naming so many different genres of people. The Gorillaz, who are a multi-genre band, were also heavily blowing up during the early 2000s. That's how I got into them. I found out about them on the news because they were the first animated band to win a Grammy that no one's ever fucking heard of before in history of life. Even though there was another animated band that also came out after that, Death Clock, but they were a heavy metal band. But when it came to that, like, even with John Mayer and John Legend being two very talented singers and musicians, One being very skilled at piano, one being very skilled at guitar. One doing R&B, one doing like what would be like pop kind of rock music. John Mayer was definitely not no country artist. I can't say country. He definitely was not making R&B.
But you know
music
what?
at that time. So yeah, I'll say pop rock music, like soft pop rock.
But
like two niggas who were running the game during that time who were killing it. My mom got me into both of them niggas. She was playing both of them to me. I didn't even know she listened to John Mayer until she played on a car ride one time. She played the gravity, stay the hell away from me. Like, I was like, damn, nigga, this nigga cold. Like, and then after that, she turned on John Legend. The only colors are platinum and gold. She only loves the stereo. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, everyone had their time during that time, bro. And it's still having their time. Yeah. Well, I cannot really, because hip-hop kind of did just rise back and take shit over again. But even still that, like, niggas have their times and their own time. What was you going to say, Jaden? That's my bad.
But if you want to listen to all this music, you know where you can hear it at? Amazon Music.
Why you promoting Amazon Music?
I don't know.
Actually, no, don't do that because I actually have I actually have so if you want to actually listen to shit, go on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play or anything because those are actually where we post. Where I post.
I was showing my ad game, fam.
I know, but you said a shit that I don't even post on. That's what it is.
I couldn't think of that else.
When it comes to doing the podcast, because I'm gonna save this and then upload it onto. I'm gonna upload on to Anchor. Shout out Anchor.
Shout out Anchor.
Spotify bought out Anchor.
Shout out Anchor.
Because even Javar know about Anchor. Because Javar remember Anchor. That's
if you want to do a podcast, sign up to Anchor. We have a promo code that we don't have yet.
I wish we did. But hey, Anchor, throw me a deal, bro. Shit,
promo code, fam. We will do promo codes, fam. Bro, Nobi1, Nobi1, and Nobi1 promo code. No, they won't work, y'all. I'm just giving out ideas.
I'm trying to get some sponsors for this like either some weed sponsors for this platform or some.
You know we need.
I would say we need items.
You know we need
like
promo right there.
Well, that's why it's
just
back
water.
here. So yeah, like
just water promo.
I can get that regardless. But it's like I'm already cool with the shout out Lauren. You're cool as fuck. Like I'm already cool with their social media promoter and all that shit. Like that ain't a problem.
Oh, he said I can get one if I need to.
I can get a couple of cases if a nigga need to. But that was it. When it comes to that, so as everybody knows, I haven't done a pod on here in a while. I really haven't been posting on here for a while.
It's been a long while.
Focusing more on my solo content actually not even my solo content, my shit with Image Nation and shit like that. So I would say be looking out for all the videos that the squad got coming in and shit like that. I gotta find us a cameraman and shit like that, so I don't gotta be holding this goddamn camera every time we go somewhere. But
I thought I was the cameraman.
Okay, bet. All right, cool. Jay Nimitz has offered himself his tribute to be the cameraman. But when it comes to that. Go look at the videos we're going to be uploading on there. I got another channel, Kagame Pro, that me and Kagame Shinobi like do controversial reactions and shit, or just
I
shit.
also upload videos. Go to J Nimbus, YouTube, Twitter, J Nimbus, Instagram, J Nimbus.
J Nimbus on all platforms.
Just look up
J Nimbus on all platforms.
Just look up. You'll see a cloud, Nimbus cloud with a J on it. You know it's me.
All right,
you know it's me.
Beautiful. All right, so
dude, you got anything you want to say?
We ain't ending no. I just want to let everybody know shit.
I just want.
But yeah, dude, what you gotta say?
You got anything
I kind of vibing with this city.
Hell no, I ain't got nothing to say.
Javar, do you?
I ain't streaming or
nothing
right now.
I don't have another.
But maybe one day I will. Y'all stay tuned.
What? Oh, all right, fuck it. I'll roll a joint.
Oh, he's got the great ones. The ones with the green on it.
You know it's great though. They'll extendos.
Cause they got the.
Ooh, okay, better so though. All right, y'all. Fucking with the Raws. Hey, Ross, throw me a sponsor, bro.
You gotta work hard for that.
Yeah, you gotta work hard.
And see, because it's crazy because I already got the reason I fuck with
nobody.
See, that's the reason why everybody fucks with Backwoods, because Backwood, since they can't legally sell merch because they'd have to put like shit like the fucking things on all the clothing and shit like that. Legally, anybody can make Backwood merch and sell it as their own shit.
Really?
So which is crazy because Adam first told me that loophole when he made the no jumper Backwood kendamas. He said, yeah, Backwood can't legally put the fucking caution shit on all of their like merch and shit like that. So they just don't make any. So anybody who really makes it, they can't really say anything about it, like, because they don't. Like, they don't even have social media. There's a dude that runs Backwoods Atlanta, who doesn't even work for Backwoods. He just gets shit from his homie that actually does.
So he's known as the Backwoods Atlanta, but he don't work for the company.
Yeah, he just known as a nigga that gets all the exclusive Backwoods when they come out, and he has a weed shop in Atlanta that he has like meetups and stuff at.
Nobody knows where this stuff is coming from.
When it comes to the Backwood company itself, that's like their own thing. They just don't make merchandise. They only make cigars. So if anyone wants to make how I made a Backwood collab, I can't get sued for that because Backwood don't make merch. Right. I can legally make a Backwood collab if I want to, because all it does is just boost up their name at the end of the day as well. Which I kind of fuck with that actually, because that actually is also W marketing.
I'm actually about to go eat.
Oh, okay, bet.
All right, bro.
And listen to wait, do y'all know about the war in Ukraine?
Yes.
Oh, what?
I just read something.
Yeah,
He's speaking in a little bit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I know about it.
I mean, we can low-key react to it, shit. Like,
Are you going to?
we can, yeah.
We do everything and anything. Well, not anything.
It's pretty much going to be if we're going to be going to war with Ukraine or with Russia.
With Russia, because Russia, they said they pushing.
Yeah. This nigga Putin, bro. He said they just moved some more troops into Ukraine. Right? And he was like, there's a part of Ukraine that we don't, like, the country of Russia doesn't recognize this area of Ukraine as Ukraine, but everybody else recognizes that area as part of Ukraine. Right? And it's obviously in Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he just named the spot and was like, we don't recognize this spot as being Ukraine, so we can put troops there. And then he put troops there. And so now the president's about to talk.
Oh my god.
Like, what is he doing?
I don't know.
He's doing what he wants to do.
But why? Like, what is he upset?
Oh, the stock market's reacting too?
Yeah, I heard they was cautious.
Yeah. Like, there's been some huge drops, some decent drops in the stock market. So it's gonna
Do you want this back, or do you like?
I'm gonna be back up.
Oh, okay, I bet. You
Are y'all trying to react to the president?
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, shit. We can easily. That ain't no but a click of a button.
I'm down to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't got much to say.
Well, you ain't gotta say nothing. Yeah, we just watching.
But I'm hungry as a motherfucker.
Go get some food, nigga.
I ain't got none. I gotta wait on it. Living that. What you call it?
Actually, how long have we even been on here?
Probably almost 2 hours.
How long does that time say?
Deliver life. What time?
I know it's been like over an
2.
hour. Yep, 2 hours.
2 hours.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could get off, honestly.
You sound so sad.
No, I was like, we've been on for 2 hours, and I can't.
Wow.
If I want to upload this, I can't have it go past a certain time. So.
Is that true?
Yeah, I can just go live on my Twitch. I don't really give a fuck. But all right, chat. We probably all right. So
the best chicken,
probably gonna get out of here.
Yeah,
we
out of here.
2 hours. So I would say shout out to all y'all. Shout out to J Nimbus and J Dude. J
Thank
Nimbus
y'all
now
for
being
being
a part
here.
of the platform
You know what I'm
and
saying?
shit.
I appreciate it. They appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
More to come soon.
Yeah, J Nimbus is now on the platform as the new cameraman and shit like that. So he gonna be helping me with the audio and the camera and shit like that.
Is he ready for his draw?
Yeah, he better be ready and shit.
Nigga, I was
He's gonna be
born
on his
ready.
ass.
Cause
Kel
doesn't play.
You gotta be on his ass, chat.
Kel doesn't play.
I do not. So I say when it comes to that, we gonna schedule again. I said this on my Twitch yesterday. Even though I am live on the Local Artisan today, but I just want to do this special for y'all. Monday, Tuesday, my own streams on Twitch, right? Wednesday, Thursday. Gonna be either
Friday,
so
Saturday.
probably Wednesday, T.L.A Podcast, and probably T.L.A Podcast to Wednesday, and then maybe on Thursday, if we don't do it on Wednesday, we will be listening to your music. Actually, no, yeah, my bad. I forgot I added that into it. So yeah, Wednesdays and Thursdays are either gonna be for my interviews, the podcast, or us listening to your music. If you want to if you want us to listen to your music, you can go in the description down below because I have the email in the description. Send any of your music to the email because it is free entries. It's probably not gonna be this way for a very long time. Now, me saying this again, send your motherfucking music into the motherfucking entry fucking email, nigga.
Don't be yelling at them.
No, but they gotta know. Send it to the motherfucking email. You heard the nigga.
Okay, thank you, Jay Nimbus. Exactly. Listen to the nigga. So when it comes to that again, sending your music to the emails, it is free entries. But if you want me to share anything or promote anything, it will be $10 for each song.
So we don't want to hear you crying because you didn't do this, this, or that. You ain't fucking listen. So if you ain't listen, that's your fault.
Exactly. So again, when it comes to that, right? So Wednesday and Thursday, interviews, podcasts, we are listening to your music. All probably not in that order. So when it comes to that, you now know the 2 days. Friday, that's going to be Image Nation shit. So niggas is either going to stream or, okay, we're probably most likely going to stream or all be together. But the weekends, I'm going to try to save to go out and record and do something. Because I'm just sick of staying inside on the weekends because fun shit be happening. But that will give us more excuse to actually go out, get some content, come back and edit it, and then upload it and shit like that for like Image Nation vlogs and stuff like that. But I'm also going to keep, I'm going to keep the weekend to either Image Nation vlogs or T.L.A vlogs. So when it comes to that, expect T.L.A vlogs soon or Image Nation vlogs. This episode is going to be uploaded on Anchor, so be coming with that. It's going to upload that onto Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Pocket Podcast, and
Pocket.
And we're also on Audio Mac, even though the agent says fuck Audio Mac. So I also agree fuck Audio Mac. Chill out, chill out. Oh. So when it comes to that, fuck Audio Mac. So when it comes to that, go check out the episode 83. Yeah, it's 83 on all those platforms. Shout out to everybody that listens to us on those platforms. Y'all are beautiful. Thank y'all for still rocking with my platform, y'all. Like, I know.
Life happens, man.
I know.
We getting it together.
I know. I just added JT onto the team, so I now got a nigga to run the camera and the audio, so that'll be fine. So with that, you're gonna get more shit.
We gonna come out with some hot fire for y'all. Y'all don't know. We got some stuff coming, man. Some skits, some stuff we can't talk about, secret stuff, man. Y'all don't even know, man. Just stay tuned. We even got dudes in some stuff. He don't like to do stuff, but we got him doing stuff too.
Yeah, I keep trying to get him to do stuff.
Yeah, he does.
We gonna get him to act, y'all. He might be an actor one day. We never know.
But with that, I appreciate all y'all for coming through. Prono B1, Jay and Nimbus, you got Jay dude in here. We appreciate y'all. Local Artisan, best platform in the world.
Yes.
And peace out, y'all.
That's that Midwest weather.
Deuces.